everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, tonight I've got Michael Lewis Anderson in the kitchen.
Hi.
Aren't I so lucky? That's my third man this week in the kitchen. Oh, sorry, I was in the baked-in kitchen on Monday. But really, really very lucky to have this wonderful man in the kitchen. He is going to be doing a live tonight all about chocolate. He's coming back on Sunday. He's going to do royal icing. So lots of things to show you, and we are really excited to have him here. Even though, how many hours sleep have you had? 1 hour? Have you had an hour's sleep?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Poor man was up till late last night, on a flight at 4 this morning, landed with us just after 7 o'clock, and we have worked him solid because he's had to prepare for the class that he's got for tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, live tonight, live on Sunday, then he can go home and rest.
And I've got a lumbago.
And you got what?
A lumbago.
Oh yeah, he's got a lumbago. He's got a poorly back. So do I have any sympathy? No, I don't. Anyhow, so we've got him in the kitchen. That's the main thing. Now, we've also got some guests in the kitchen. Hello! Hello! We've got a full crew in the kitchen. So we're doing a class tomorrow with Michael, our first class, and some of the students have already arrived locally, staying in hotels, so I actually invited them along. So if you do hear some little squeals, or little smiles, or little giggles, it's because the girls are in the kitchen. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus Laura. I mean you, 8, 9. It's a very busy kitchen. So I'm filming tonight. There's no Maria here because she's actually just moved into her brand new apartment, and basically she's up to her eyes in suitcases. So she apologises for not being here tonight. So it's me over your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's going to be good fun.
We're going to be good.
I hope so.
We have to be good.
We do. So Laura, how is our audience growing?
Fantastic. We're just slowly creeping up, so we're over 100 at the moment. And lots of hellos and welcomes, Michael.
Hello.
Very, very happy viewers to see you here.
Do you know anybody?
Well, there's lots of names popping up, just lots of highs, thumbs up and love hearts at the moment.
So, and are we live on YouTube, Laura?
Yes, we're live on YouTube as well. So hi to everyone that's joined us this evening. It's really nice of you to join us. We know you're really looking forward to it. As we say every week, we're in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen for a free live tutorial. We always say what happens in the kitchen stays in the kitchen. So all we want you to do is tune in, enjoy and have a bit of fun with us. If you've got any questions that are relevant to tonight's live, pop them in the comments and we'll get through them when we can. If we do miss anything, we will try and catch up during the week for you. Also, if you're new to watching the Sugar and Crumbs Facebook Lives, say hi and introduce yourself. It's really nice to hear from anyone who's new. And similarly, if you're existing viewers, very, very loyal following that we have, say hi, of course. We always love to hear from you as well.
And Michael would love to get lots of love hearts and big kisses off you all.
That would be lovely.
Because you've had loads of me today.
I have, yeah. And she's even done my washing. I came with my dirty washing, didn't I? No, I didn't.
Karen had to send me a message. She go, "Have you got it in the machine?" I went, "Oh God, no." Anyhow, but then John saved the day because he tried it, and brought it all down nicely for you. So let's just tell you a few things what we're doing today. So we're doing a like and share. Don't forget to like and share this live. Now Calabo Chocolate are sponsoring this live tonight, which basically means they have supplied all the chocolate for tonight and anything else that Michael wants to do, which is fantastic. The chocolate that we've got in at the moment, if we're missing 1 or 2, don't worry. We're just waiting for our delivery to arrive, which will arrive midweek. So don't worry if we haven't got it in stock. I think we've got everything in stock, but just in case I'm surprised and 1 or 2 are missing, don't worry. That'll be on its way. But Calabo put this lovely prize together. So Michael, tell them what it is.
So what is it? It's first of all you've got a drink.
I'd like it.
That's not bad, is it? It's
Calabo.
Yeah, Calabo. And do not submerge. Okay, forget that.
Well, to be fair, you can have it for a hot drink or a cold drink, which is great.
Hot chocolate.
Yes,
yes,
absolutely.
Great.
But this is great for when you're a caker, because how many times are we moving stuff around the kitchen and we always knock something over? And the worst thing you can have knock over is your drink.
Yeah, especially.
It is.
And you don't want your drink in your hot chocolate.
So I've got a bad back, you've got a bad back. Who's bending to pick the glove up you dropped?
It's not a glove, it's a cone.
Oh, it's
it's okay. There it is. I've actually been on morphine for the last few days, and it's okay. So no, this is a scraper. You've got 2 of those. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Great for cleaning your bowls out.
Yeah,
your KitchenAid or whatever. Fantastic. Or even for smoothing your cakes with. Pair of gloves. If you're a little
You might
bit
be
cold.
wondering why you want the gloves.
So these are actually special gloves. When you're making your pralines, chocolates, you actually don't want to get your fingerprints on the chocolate, so you use your gloves.
So any solid chocolate decorations, let's say you're going to make Easter egg molds or anything like that, the worst thing you do is take them out and have fingerprints all over them. So this stops it.
These are very nice. Yeah.
They are nice.
I'll take these myself, but they're not my size.
No, I know. I was eyeballing them myself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got a choice of the samples of the chocolate. You've got the 823, which is it's a milk chocolate. They're in little chocolate buttons. Absolutely fantastic. You've got black chocolate.
Wait a minute. What's up, Laura?
Just got an interruption on the broadcast, so I'm going to see if we're still live.
Okay.
Just bear with us in case we have frozen.
So what I'll do is, Laura, I'm just going to go and turn the internet off next door. So Michael can carry on talking. You can watch.
Am I talking now?
No. She'll tell you.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, we'll pause at the moment.
I'll say it's definitely frozen. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. We are sorry we've lost you there. I'll get Maria to piece everything together. Apparently I was like that.
And I was like this.
And we froze.
Put this on a string.
But we're back. So do you want to tell them about this fantastic prize from Calabo?
Yeah.
So in fact, Laura, do you want to see how the audience is coming back in
Yeah, it
again?
will just take us a few minutes.
Yeah,
We
let's
are
just see.
slowly but surely everyone's coming back to us.
before we start, yeah.
We'll just be a few minutes before we get back to where we were.
So our apologies about that. I do forget to turn off all the office computers when we go live sometimes. So it's taken all our energy. And because we've got so many apparatus in the kitchen that we need the Wi-Fi for, I need to turn off excess ones. So I forgot about it. But anyhow, so we're building up.
Technology is not what it used to be, is it?
Yeah, the thing is, when you're streaming as well, what happens is it needs as much Wi-Fi as it can. So if we're using stuff that we don't really need, so my phone's off, everybody's is off now, which is great.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is just introduce ourselves again. So I've got Michael Lewis Anderson in the kitchen tonight. He's going to do a fantastic demonstration with using Calabo chocolate. Calabo Chocolate is sponsoring us this evening, and they're actually doing a fabulous prize for us. So if you're going to like and share tonight, and it's not if you're going to, we want you to like and share this live tonight for an opportunity to win this. We will draw the winner next week for you. Now, it will be next Thursday that we do the draw. I'm going to get Michael to talk you through it. I'm going to get Laura to do the intro again. So Laura, do you want to say hello again to everyone?
Absolutely, yeah. We're just hitting back to where we were in terms of viewers. So we're over 230 at the moment. So like Carol said, apologies for that. We are back online. And as we always say, if you've missed any of the live, we will pop it on Facebook when we finish anyway. It always gets pinned to the top of the page, and it always gets transferred over to YouTube. And Maria will work her magic and piece everything together for you, so you don't have to look out for 2 videos. As we were saying before, we've got Michael in the kitchen with us this evening. I know you've all been looking forward to this since we've announced that he's our guest in the kitchen this week. And we've got lots of viewers who are on the classes this weekend.
Yeah,
so hi to everybody. Yeah, there's lots of people.
And the fact that we've got 5 of them in the kitchen.
Half the class are in the kitchen with us.
It's very warm, this kitchen tonight, isn't it?
I know.
It's a problem for the chocolate. Yeah.
A hot flush,
A little bit, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. If you're watching and you're on the class, say hi. If you're new to watching the Facebook Live, introduce yourself and say hi. It's really, really good to hear from you. If you've got any questions that are relevant to tonight's live, pop them in the comments and we will try and get through them as we go through the live. If we do miss them though, we always catch up during the week for you. Like and share, like Carol said before, we've got a fantastic prize that we'll go through all the details with you. So all we ask you to do is like and share the Facebook Live and we'll pop you into a prize draw which will be drawn next week.
Super.
Wonderful.
Do you want to tell them about this fabulous
Yeah.
prize? Should we start again? Should we start with the cup?
We'll start with the cup.
Yes.
Wonderful cup. Hot and cold drinks with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nothing better than to put your hot chocolate inside.
Yes.
That would be great. So that you've got that.
Yeah.
Only one. 2 corns. We call these corns. What do you
See,
call
I
these?
call them scrapers.
Scrapers,
Yeah.
yeah, we call them
Bowl
corns. They're
scrapers.
professional. These are great for cleaning your mixing bowl and you get the last scrap out. Perfect. We'll be using these.
And
later.
these are Calabo's own as well. They've
Yeah.
actually got their logo on them, which is nice.
Very
That's what they
nice.
use. And they've got a really flat edge and a chamfered edge as
Yeah.
well, which is great,
You
isn't
have to
it?
be a little bit careful sometimes because you can cut yourself with it. Yeah, but they're very good.
Yeah.
It's actually their colour, you know,
Yes.
it's this kind of creamy colour. plastic bowl to be able to make your chocolate inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. A pair of gloves. The gloves are actually to be able to touch the chocolate, so you don't get your fingerprints on the chocolate. So
I know, and it's a good thing to think about, isn't
That's
it?
great.
I never think about it, but I end up with fingerprints all over my chocolates.
Yeah, that's great. And you've got a selection of chocolate. You've got 4 packets here, and each one is you've got a milk chocolate, thrown in little chocolate buttons, and it actually tells you, which is fantastic. It tells you where it comes from, what's inside, if you've got any allergies. But these are absolutely great. And it also tells you the tempering of the chocolate, how to actually temper it from because each chocolate will be different, whether it's black, white, or milk chocolate.
But we can talk about that tonight.
That we can talk about tonight.
Because that's the thing you see about chocolate. Nobody really understands what it is, and they don't understand what the difference is with milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and that there's 2 types of dark chocolate, and there's white chocolate, which has no chocolate in.
And the best one, the brand one, which we're going to talk about also, is this one.
Yeah.
I think it's made especially for you, Anne. It goes
I like
with
that.
the wall,
Absolutely.
doesn't it? Big.
But I also like gold.
Have you tasted those?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's lovely.
Yeah.
I would never give that to anyone. I'd just eat it. Has any of you tasted this? This is good, isn't it? Have you not tasted this, Wendy?
No.
Oh, this is fantastic.
No.
Oh, really is great.
Yeah.
And then you've got
You
these.
can give me a packet, don't mind.
These are, when you open the packet, you get such a smell of the chocolate. But these are little chocolate crispies.
Yeah.
These are great for decorating just ice cream. And these are
Very nice.
delicious. Delicious. It's really. Calibo is a great product. They've existed since, it's actually written on the glove when they've been existing. The company, 1911, Belgian company. In Belgium was divided in 2 parts, Flemish and Dutch speaking, which is Flemish speaking and French speaking, and they belong to the Dutch part. And it's
And I learned something from the other week, which I didn't realise. I just thought Belgian chocolate, that you just called it Belgian chocolate. I don't know why, because you bought the chocolate from Belgium, but it doesn't. It actually has to be made in Belgium. Yeah, so it's got to be made in Belgium to become Belgian chocolate. And then they make it over there and they bring it over here and package it over here, which is amazing.
That's great.
Isn't it? Good. Right, so let's get that out of the way.
Gloves.
So let's get that out of the way. So that's the prize for the like and share tonight. So do make sure you're liking and sharing. So I've been very lucky this week. I've been travelling up and down the country. I don't know whether that's lucky or not, actually. It's been truly exhausting. But I spent Monday night with the Baked In Boys. It was a great live, even though I was very, very cold, which is unusual for me. But their studio kitchen is in the warehouse, so I now know what it feels like if I was working in our warehouse. Karen was laughing at me. She had no sympathy at all. So I just want to tell you about a few new goodies in. There's lots of new goodies in on the What's New on the website. Our website is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. PME have brought out some new edible paints. They're actually on the website. They're 20 mils, so they're quite big, and they're all metallic and pearl. They're absolutely lovely. And I'm sure lots of you have seen these crystal boxes. They brought these out just after Christmas. Lots of people asked me would I get them in. So they start from a size 6x6, 7 deep. There's an 8x8, a 10x10, a 12x12, and we've had the lovely Vicky make the 14x14. So these make fabulous presentation boxes. So they are lovely. They're for that special cake. So rather than having to put it in a box and extension pieces, you can actually display it in one of these and give it as a gift in one of these. So lots of different sizes. So if you're looking for those, they're called crystal cake boxes, and we've actually got them all in stock. And I also think if you go on a class and you make something in class, aren't they nice now to keep and protect them in here? Aren't they? Ideal, aren't they? So there we go. I'm going to get those out of the way. And then sweet stamp. So Amy has released her brand new sweet stamp. Okay, we've got them in stock, and it's called Bubblegum. So you'll see that there's a new box as well. So I know all of you are after boxes, okay? I feel so sorry for Amy, but basically she's brought in boxes to keep everybody happy. The thing with boxes, they do cost money. They don't, they don't come cheap. She's having to fly them in, ship them in, but her difficulty now is she can't actually sell a set of stamps without a box. So she is struggling to get boxes fast enough. She's very much aware that everybody wants these boxes. And I've already been asked in class now, haven't I? These ladies are eyeballing me. I'm going to keep an eye on these because I won't be surprised if they disappear.
We want to make them into picture frames, we were saying earlier.
Yeah, you did, yeah. So this is a new box. So you will either get, if you're ordering sets off us now, you may get them in a white box, you may get them in one of them. Who knows? It's what they come in. So so please don't ask. But the new set, which is bubblegum, is on the website, okay? And it's really a very pretty, and it's quite, I don't know if the word funky is the right word.
It's almost like a cartoon.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's like when you, did you ever write those bubble letters?
Bubble letters.
Yeah.
And
And I think that's what it's like.
brought a memory back there, Karen.
Absolutely. So, so anyhow, so they're actually on sale now, so you can grab those. So I am actually going to, oh, and we've got the giant numbers in as well. I think I might have told you about these last week. I just wanted you to see how big they are. And I think, what are they? You think they are? I think it's about 3 inches. Do you think 2.5 inches,
Yeah.
3 inches?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so they're quite big though. So if you're looking for doing your birthday numbers, putting on the side of the cake 21, 60, 40, whatever it is, they're a really nice big number for you to do as well. So I'm going to get those out of the way. And what are you actually going to do tonight?
I'm
Michael?
just actually looking, sorry, I'm just looking at these, and I would actually use those, actually put on the cake even without, just as they are actually on the cake. They're very nice. You
Yeah,
know?
they're nice, but we don't
Yeah.
want to give them away.
No.
No.
See, it means you'd have to buy a lot of sets.
Yes,
to be
you
able
will.
to go.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd love the person who could afford lots of sets. Yeah. And you do get an exclamation mark in this and a question mark, which is quite nice.
It's nice.
So, so Michael, what have you
What we're going to
tonight?
make? Well, I've got the reputation of actually every year I make a cake in honour for the Queen of England for her
Yes.
birthday.
So should we tell them a little bit about you then?
Do you want
Should we
to?
tell- yeah, well you can tell them because
Okay.
all I can do is zoom into this.
That's
How amazing is this?
yeah.
I
That's.
look at it all the
We're
time.
allowed to say where it's come from. Publicity. No,
And
it's
this
button
one?
was.
And what's this about?
Oh, this is my logo. This is a friend of mine. She made this, and
Yeah.
yeah, you see this
And this
everywhere.
one?
Somebody gave me that, a fan,
Right,
because
good.
I collect crowns.
Yeah,
So
you're
if any
fans.
fans are there
You're
and they
fans.
want to send me a crown, I've got a few. When I'm nice to them. Yeah. So
gonna move
I've
this
lived
up,
actually, I'm actually from this area, you know, which is quite funny. It's like coming back home. You know, it's you have to wait for the accent; it'll start coming out again. And
We've got a lady coming tomorrow who comes from where you used to live.
Oh, really?
yes,
In Mosley?
and we've got another lady coming on Sunday
Yeah.
who comes from where you live. Her sister has a pub from the area, so lots of
And
reminiscing
that,
will be
it's
going on
actually,
tomorrow.
the lady's actually from the paper round. I used to have a paper round when I was a kid. When I was 11 years old, delivering papers in the area. And where the pub is, it was Barry used to. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So,
So yeah, then I did my studies in the north of England in Ashton-under-Lyne, Beaufort Road. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it still exists, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, does, yeah.
A pastry school, confectionery, and we at the time we did the 1-2-1.
Did you go to Tameside College?
Tameside College?
So did I.
You're joking. We're
No.
probably in the same class.
Did my BTEC diploma at Tameside
Oh, really?
College, yeah. In hotel
That's good.
catering.
You were on the other side then.
I was on the good side, Michael. I turned up.
Okay. It's terrible, isn't it? And yeah, from there, I actually was the first person to win a scholarship there. Actually, to we had a prize award, a premier award it was called, and I won that award.
Amazing.
Yeah, which
Well,
was
I
great.
probably turned up and talked all the way through it, and you probably did studying and did well.
That was probably. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah. And then I had the opportunity to go to Switzerland to work. Worked in Switzerland, then to Germany, and every time I worked somewhere, I always learned the technique of cake design and decoration, which is, imagine now, we didn't have the internet or
No.
fantastic things like that. So everything was really, really.
But what was your love first?
My love first was actually the kitchen, cooking.
Was it?
Yeah,
Really?
it was
Yeah.
actually cooking. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I wanted to do the cooking, and then I did the first Christmas cake.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was, you know, like you say, let's show your old photographs. You know what you've done in the past. I think it's hiding somewhere, and it's.
Oh, I've got a few of my
beginning,
old
yeah.
photographs.
So we all start from somewhere, and then there was Prince Charles and Lady Diana that got married, and then we went to, I think it was Old Liège somewhere. There was it's Marshalls. Is it still there? A cake design. It was one of the first shops.
Laura, no, you're over that way.
And it,
Not that old though.
you're not that. Oh, come on!
I was only asking if they were still in business.
Yeah, I was asking your
Lady
age.
Diana got married.
He did say, is it still going? And I said, I don't know, you would know.
Yeah, I went to see this wedding. It was one of the number of the wedding cakes that was for Charles and Diana. There was about 26 or something in total of the cakes, and I remember going there to see it with my mum, and we had to queue up to see this cake. And I went, wow. I said to mum, I said, this is what I want to do.
Right.
And it was this, to see the style, it was this very similar style to Eddie Spence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've worked with Eddie Spence, haven't you?
I did Eddie Spence last year. We did a collaboration together with the replica of the Queen Victoria's wedding cake.
Which is good.
Which was fantastic, yeah. And this cake, I remember saying to Mum, I said, I want to make cakes. She said, yeah, but you are doing it. I said, no, I want to make cakes for the royals.
And that's your thing. And that's
what happened. It actually started, it started in Belgium. Lived there for 31 years now, 32 years nearly. Yeah, it's a long time.
Well, if anybody wants to know more about Michael, pop over to his website, because he has a website page called Michael Lewis Anderson.
Yeah.
Michael Lewis Anderson. I always call him Hamilton. That's so bad, isn't it?
And it's like Lewis Carroll and Nancy Christine Anderson also.
But do pop over to his actual website page, Michael Lewis Anderson, and you'll read a little bit about him and what he's done and some of the events and see some of the amazing cakes. He also has his own Facebook page. Do go over there and give that a like as well. And, feel free tomorrow to send any messages to what you think of the live tonight. He won't be answering anything because he's got work to do, hasn't he, girls?
Yeah.
So there's some very excited ladies in the classroom.
And I don't call them Facebook followers. I call them Facebook stalkers.
Do you?
Yeah, I love my stalkers. So stalk, please.
Yeah, that's what we want. So I'm going to go and get my camera ready because I'm on filming, and then you want to get your stuff. And Karen is our assistant today. So she has got everything all lined up for what we're going to do, and I'm going to get Michael to get started. So while Michael gets himself prepped up, I'm going to get Laura to shout out some hellos, remind you about what the prize is for this evening for liking and sharing. I think I might have to take some clothes off as well because I am absolutely boiling.
It is off, and I'm actually wondering if we're going to have to open the door. Because with the chocolate we're going to have a little bit of a problem, a little bit.
Because it's so hot in here. And then I'm going to leave you to it, Laura, while I just go and get some bits. So what do you need, Michael?
What do I need? I'm perfectly okay. We're going to start now with the making a cake.
Yeah.
And I'm being filmed now, aren't I?
Yeah.
You see everything I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So, okay, where's the cake? It's in the fridge? No, it's there next to you.
What would you
There
like?
it is.
The cake one?
No, that one next to it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, in Belgium, how it works, we actually make cakes this thick. It's a style that is not too thick. A little bit lower.
Perfect.
Okay, there you are.
Thank you.
I'll show you how to do this. We're going to make this cake. It's actually made with chocolate. Absolutely delicious. It's actually the favourite recipe of the Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fabulous.
It's a favourite recipe. I've twisted a little bit because obviously there's certain things in it I like. And it's a really, really easy recipe to use. Easy to make. And it goes a long way. Now there's a story that the Queen Elizabeth, when she makes this cake, is that when she serves it for afternoon tea, she knows how much is left over. And if there's a little, when it goes back to the kitchen and she knows how much is left, and there's a piece taken, then it's
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble. So we're going to do something. Actually, we're going to make the cake using also. I'll give you the recipe. It's very easy, but we'll also be using sugar and crumbs flavoured icing sugars.
Wonderful.
Which goes perfectly well with it. So we're going to build this cake up. We're going to do another cake also. I'll show you how I ganache a cake. An easy way. I like easy, simple ways, no complication.
That's exactly what we
And
like.
that's what I like. So everything we're doing this evening is, let's say, a trial. It's a test, isn't it? Because even we've got products behind me, and we're going to be using those. And we're just going to have a lot of fun and see how it's. Well, I hope we're going to have fun and see how it goes. So it's
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I
told them you was making a swan cake.
She wanted me to make a swan.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I didn't think we were making a swan cake.
No, but since Mother's Day is coming up, Mother's Day, we're going to actually make a Mother's Day cake.
Yeah.
And then using all the chocolates in the different ways, and you're going to see how it works. Now we've got a bit of fun here also, because what's here on this, because we've got a bit of a problem, is that I needed a marble table. And so the easiest way to do that, I'll explain that later, which is quite fun. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for, has everybody got a pen, or you're going to write this down? It's very easy. Just think of 222. Are you wearing your tutu this evening?
No, I lent it to you.
It wasn't my size, not my colour. So can we have some butter, please?
Yeah.
And so this is just normal butter. And a little spatula, please. Thank you very much. So this is just normal simple butter, you know. I've made this cake once I made it for 500 people. So you wouldn't make it in a mixer like this. Made it quite large, you know. So this is inside there, and then what we're going to do now, we're going to go for so there's 200 grams inside, okay, so that's easy to remember. We've got the Jaffa, is it the Jaffa that we're going to use?
Chocolate honeycomb.
Chocolate honeycomb. Do you have the packet so I can show the people what the packet is? Yeah.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
meant to make chocolate cake for you.
So this is absolutely delicious. This is really
You've
good.
not tasted that, have you?
I
It's
stuck
amazing.
my finger inside. Yeah, and it's really good. It's really good. Excuse the dust.
Sorry, ladies.
Excuse the dust.
That's because we've got the door open.
No, it's okay.
Don't
So-
turn that on full power.
I'm just no, don't worry. Apparently this. But the reason I don't know if you see this green thing underneath is stop it slipping because it likes to go for a walk.
Yeah.
It does.
And it's
KitchenAid's travel.
It's actually gone. I've actually been somewhere in a workshop once, and it's actually gone for a walk, and it walked on the floor.
Oh.
But that was making rum babas, so it's got to have a lot of elasticity in there. And this thing was dancing around, and I was working there making macaron, and this thing kind of danced off the machine, danced off the table on the floor, and it was just still continuing, and the dough was flying everywhere, which was quite. So this is just off the cream. What we're making now, in a way, it's like a buttercream. Yeah.
If you want to get in on the camera, you have to come to the front.
I've got a
No, we're all right, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, let's scrape that down a bit. So
You've got a spatula, a big spatula.
now, we'll use this afterwards. I'm going to already use this, so don't say that it's.
Well, they'll be happy.
You'll be
As
happy. and
used
then-
by
Oh, look at
Michael.
this, smiley. That's nice.
Sorry, Michael,
Okay.
did you say it was 200? Is the icing sugar?
200 icing sugar. You can. The recipe that actually, it's only last week that I was actually making it with icing sugar. So normally I use castor sugar, very fine castor sugar. And actually every country you go to, sugar's different, it's not the same. And I used to use the finest castor sugar. And it was fine, but then it was a little bit crunchy. And I thought, well, why not try, I'm coming here to do this demonstration. And I thought, why not use the icing sugar? So, and it works out perfectly. It's great, it's delicious. So, can I give you that? That's great. Does it taste good? So, obviously this is brown icing sugar. We're going to do another one which will be with white icing sugar, so you won't get that chocolatey finish already. So that's all it is. Then we need the eggs.
Backed up for a minute.
So.
Rolling back on.
Okay, fresh eggs, okay. Please don't start sending messages in saying, why are you using fresh eggs, it's salmonella, etc, etc. Her Majesty herself has been eating this and she's doing quite well, I think, in her age, and it's not done her any harm.
Exactly.
So, okay. This was just creaming. We're going to make a second one in a minute. So that, can you see that? Can you
Yeah.
see what it is?
Lovely.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely. Okay. And then we've got the chocolate to go in. This is when I'm going to start getting it all over my.
That's when it's going to cook the egg anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. This
Just
is,
to see that.
okay.
Yeah.
So this is 200 grams as well. So 2 eggs, 200 grams of chocolate.
Melted chocolate.
Melted chocolate. It can be any type of chocolate. So I just did this demonstration the other day in front of 400 people at the Salon de Chocolat in Brussels, and everybody was like, "Wow, wow, it's fantastic." You know. Now, there's one thing that I'm saying to everybody is, why are you using such good chocolate to make a cake? And I just want to say is that if you want a good cake, like anything, everything's got to be good ingredients. So just mix it in. That's it. this here now, you have a cream. You can actually use this as a buttercream, and you can fill your cakes with it.
Looks good.
It is.
And it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells very chocolatey, doesn't it?
So you've not just got the chocolate
You smell
inside.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've not just got the chocolate inside, but you've also got your fantastic product here, which is great. And we're going to do another one afterwards.
You was very pleased about this. That you only really used it for the first time last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were quite impressed, weren't you?
I was quite impressed.
In Germany, that's where we made friends.
We did, didn't we?
And what did you fall in love with first?
It was with you.
Oh, good. That was the right answer.
That was the right answer. And she's not paid me for that, you know.
And I've been in love with you ever since. I always talk about you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
They didn't see me in Germany afterwards once we got
No,
together, did they?
you were where we were. So, shall we do
If
the
John's
next?
watching, don't worry, John. I still
No.
love you.
Shall we do the next? Shall we do? We'll put those biscuits in afterwards, yeah, because I want to kind of show what we can do with this. Shall we make the second one so we
Yeah.
can? We're going to need another one of those.
Another bowl, yeah.
Carol, we've stopped again.
We stopped again. No way. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Sorry about that. When we're streaming and we're using a lot of cameras, it does take a lot of energy. So we've disconnected the camera, we've moved the KitchenAid over to here. But while our audience is growing, quite a few of you just before we went off was asking about the recipe. I did forget to tell you that we didn't put the recipe up today. Maria is going to put it up in the morning. It's been an absolute crazy day today, and we've been so busy sort of covering dummies, drums, cleaning, moving stuff around, and none of us have actually stopped that we haven't had a chance to write the recipe. But I'm going to get Michael to just talk you through it a minute, just while the audience is building back again. But the actual recipe will be on the Sugar and Crumbs Mixing It Up recipe website tomorrow. And Maria is going to have to piece all this lot together and replay it on YouTube as well. And we'll replay it as a live as well once she's done that. So the recipe link will be on there. So Michael, do you want to talk them through the recipe, love?
We'll make it again. So
Yes.
we can, yes, but we'll do it with another chocolate.
Yes.
We're
What
going to do
what
something
chocolate?
quite sexy now.
Sexy.
Yeah, this has love. This is for you, this one, and this is going to be really something nice for Mother's Day. And it's a first. I've never made it before, so it's really. I know Calibre are happy that we're kind of
I hope
trial,
so too.
making a trial with
Yeah,
their
we're going to
recipes.
be very excited.
I know it normally works, so it should be perfectly okay. We'll get back to this in a minute, so there's no problem for that.
What do we need first?
So the butter. Yeah, that's my northern accent coming out there. We're going to
So I
use a bit of
noticed
butter.
the last butter you used wasn't softened or melted.
It was softened.
Yeah, room
And
temperature.
this we over melted, but we're going to kind of see what
How it
happens.
goes. Oh,
How it
yeah.
goes. I love to do
We're
that.
doing a proper
And
wing
it's-
in it.
Yeah, we're going to wing it. And there's a lot of, how can I say, a lot of good recipes that are actually made when you wing it, you know.
Right. No, I
Okay.
know. Listen, I wing it all my life.
Yeah. So the icing sugar.
That's how I got through my 58 years.
So the icing sugar there, which one did we use? So we've got another packet coming across here.
White
There we
chocolate
go,
and
this
raspberry.
There you are. This one?
Yep.
What is
This
it?
is-
White chocolate raspberry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
This is-
appropriate.
that's naughty,
I think I
isn't
know
it?
which chocolate you're going to use then.
Yeah, know which one I'm going to use, yeah.
So should we give the girls another blast of icing sugar?
So, 200 grams of butter, 200 grams of powdered sugar.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you get that? 200. Before Michael did say it was a 222. So it's 200 grams of sugar, which we're using flavoured icing sugar. 200 grams of softened butter, and I do believe 2 eggs is coming up next.
2 eggs are coming up next. I
Yeah.
just want to see what I'm just.
So Laura, is our audience coming back again?
Absolutely, we're almost at 300 again.
Right.
Which
Oh,
is
wow.
fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
good. So I really do appreciate you keep coming back and sticking with us, but that just shows how loyal you are, which is absolutely brilliant, and the support that you're giving Michael tonight. So I do appreciate it. So if we do go off, we do actually have to wait the 30-second delay. So when you're watching, we actually know that we've gone off before you do. So we have to wait for those 30 seconds, then we have to reboot again, and then we have to wait for you all to come back. So Michael.
So you see it's coming together. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, it's coming now. Just push it a little bit. But the thing is, in the room also it's quite warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the door open again.
Yeah, we're going to open the door a little bit. This smells really, really good. I just love this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And it's great because we've also got other recipes on the back.
Who likes white chocolate and raspberry? The raspberry one is one of our top selling flavours, especially raspberry Ruffle. And then when we brought out white chocolate and raspberry, salty caramel is our top selling one. And so white chocolate and raspberry superseded salty caramel. Our top selling flavours are salty caramel, followed by lemon drizzle. I think it's velvet vanilla, raspberry Ruffle, or is it strawberry?
It might be Jaffa.
Oh yeah, Jaffa sneaking up, isn't it? Jaffa Swift. Strawberry milkshake and raspberry Ruffle. But when we brought this one out, it just went straight to the top. Everybody went mad for it. So last year we brought out a new recipe called lime and raspberry, and Laura and I fell in love with it.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
And Laura and I really did fall in love with it, but we didn't get much chance to promote it last year. So it's coming back in as one of the summer recipes, and we're going to be on it. We're going to be showing you lots of things to make with the lime and raspberry.
Wow.
It's really nice.
So, as you see, it's coming up. It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing is with the KitchenAid, I always want to go a little bit faster. But it's the same as when I'm driving Loki, you know. I'm a bit too fast. In Belgium, we've got far too many speed controls now, so we have to be really careful. Yeah, it's a little bit. Ooh, did you hear that, man?
Okay.
That snort. Something went wrong there. This should actually be a little bit colder. We're going to try and wing this to the end.
We're going to try and wing it to the end, are we?
Yeah. So, you've got 200 grams of each. Now, it should be picked like that.
Yeah, so if you noticed in the last recipe, Michael used room temperature butter, and this one we just over melted it in the microwave to the point that it was liquid. What was that, Karen? Michael.
That was actually mine. Yeah, yeah. Because you know when you're in somebody else's kitchen, you know you don't know anything technology. I don't know. Shall we have those eggs?
Karen is prepping all the ingredients tonight, so she has everything all lined up and organised.
I did this.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, now I'm giving Karen the glory.
She's actually melting everything. She's melting all the chocolate and everything because that's.
Can I ask a quick question? So this Godard said, why are you using the balloon whisk?
Why not?
Why are you?
Yeah, but
using
why
the
not?
Exactly. Is it to get more incorporated?
No, I
air, or
always
is it
use that.
preference?
I like that. Yeah,
Just
it's the same when you make. It's just my preference. You can actually use. You can use the. How do you call it? The beta.
Yeah.
But don't forget,
Yeah.
it's not making buttercream here. It's actually mixing chocolate in it as well. So this isn't buttercream. It's actually a mix is making.
Look at how that's coming
So
through
even
now.
though we started off with butter and sugar, we have then added hot chocolate to it.
So I'm still lifting.
Warm, melted
I'm
chocolate.
taking this out and going down to the bottom because it can still be a little bit of our butter. You don't want it. Yeah, but I don't want to dirty my jacket. I don't.
There's only Michael who wants to do a demonstration with all his
Oh.
clothes on.
Yeah, just with all my clothes on.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's a different show.
you
That we
should
have to
see
make
when
Slack tonight
you
before
should
we
see
start
when
stripping
you should
off.
see when we make a naked
That's
cake.
why there's a whole load of girls.
That's why we
in
call
here.
it a naked cake.
They're all waiting for you to start taking your clothes
So
off.
here we are.
Oh, right.
That's what they're all waiting for.
Yeah, this is a raspberry. This is going to be a really, really first time.
So this is the ruby chocolate, isn't it?
This is a ruby chocolate, yeah.
Show them how pink it is under that.
Beautiful.
you see
That's
that?
perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's actually. Do you want to explain what the ruby chocolate is?
No, you explain it.
Yeah, okay. Get the packet so we can read what it's written.
I-
It's actually a chocolate that's how many years? It's 11 years or
Well,
something.
can I just tell you,
No.
after next month, Laura and Karen are going down to the academy. So they're going to be our specialists in chocolate.
Have you seen how that's come
They're
together?
going to tell you
Eating
everything.
chocolate.
Have you seen how that's come together when you wing it?
Yep.
Yeah.
When you wing it.
Yeah. So 200 grams of chocolate. Okay.
Do be prepared, this could be an extended live.
And we don't know what the colour's going to look like. I hope it's still going to look pinkish. I don't want to. And my head is on. You see my bald patch?
No,
No,
not at
that's
all.
okay.
Who's said we see it? Mine or yours?
No. Sometimes Michael's, but not often.
Yeah.
Not often. Okay.
Not often,
take
don't
away.
worry.
Okay.
Nice to look down your chest instead.
Well, I was looking down yours as well, so what are you talking about? Hey John, you're listening to this, huh?
Now he knows why I was on your stand all the time.
You don't know what you're missing here now, lad. I told you the accent will come out. So, yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice
It's quite delicate, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to use my finger, I don't care. Okay.
It's okay. We always say what happens in the kitchen stays in the kitchen. And just to remind anyone who's new to watching, this is all for demonstration purposes. If it gets eaten, it gets eaten by us. And we're very happy to eat it and taste test it in the kitchen. It's not for public consumption and it's certainly not for sale. So nobody needs to worry about anyone dipping a finger in and having a taste.
As you've just seen her put some in a bowl, because Vicky and Wendy are dying to get their muzzles
Yeah.
on it. Michael was wondering where it was going.
That's good, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I
So,
taste myself, actually.
It's really nice.
you know what we're going to do now? We're going to, before I start adding the biscuits inside, because this is actually, it's actually a chocolate
Ooh.
biscuit.
That's not bad.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Did you get a taste?
First
of it?
time, huh?
That is nice, that.
No,
Do you
don't
know
try
that?
it, Karen. You won't like it.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's that burning.
It's horrible.
So, okay, that's quite thick. This will probably thicken up also,
Yeah.
and we can still beat it up afterwards, you
Yeah.
know.
Do you want us to put it in the fridge for a little bit?
Yeah, let's try and put it in the fridge, bring it up a little bit, and what I'm going to do
I'm
now.
going to put that in the fridge for 15 minutes. Right, let me get your mixer out of the way. Or do you need the food mixer again?
No, you can place it in.
We can
So
leave it
just
away.
fuck it over. That's
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I've not used this yet. Actually,
It's come back to you.
let's come back.
Straight in.
I'll show it all.
Yeah. Am I? Yeah, what?
I'm just going to run through a few quick comments if that's
Yeah.
all right.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Sandy has just said she's never seen you blush, Carol, but you have apparently you blushed then when Michael was talking about looking so you saw.
What was she blushing at when I said I'm looking at yours as well?
Yeah. Lynn Woodward was asking, was it melted butter that you started with on the second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yes.
so-
But that was an accident.
it's an accident, but it's also to show you how you can
We're going to wing it.
Get it back.
get it back. And that's what I find is the best way about the patisserie. The moment that you respect the temperature, normally you should respect the temperature, but it's like a chemistry. So if you respect the quantities of the ingredients, then normally you can still wing it every time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. So, okay.
Fantastic.
Good. So,
Where
what are
are
you
we?
doing now?
Where's the other one? Did we have one? Oh, it's in the oven.
What, do the ring? Or what do the
Yeah,
ring?
it's in the oven. Yeah. So what I'm going to show you is how to prepare the ring. I'm going to normally I should show you this afterwards. But I need this ring.
You've only brought one with you.
I only brought one with me. But it's actually just to show you. This is
Get you that little bit.
okay. This is a ring.
Do you need that one?
Okay.
Look at that, amazing.
She does not sell these yet. Okay.
Why should I be selling them?
Yes.
They are. It's a fantastic way of making cakes.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great way of making cakes.
Right.
And I'll show you how to do it. You can bake your cakes in that. You bake your sponges inside.
Yeah.
So you just put that onto the baking tray, baking paper, put your cake inside your sponge cake, and fantastic. Okay.
Why? Why is it so fantastic?
You just got an even cooking and an even baking, you know, perfect. And you just cut around it, simple, and also for the washing in the dishwasher, you just have to work around that.
I might now understand why Alexander sent me this.
So
That's I've done that, so it's like that. That because it's
yeah,
hot.
that is hot. Yeah.
Don't put it on my green board. Don't let it melting.
Will it melt?
I don't know. Keep it in the tea towel.
We're going to keep this in the tea towel.
You couldn't do it in that. It'd leak out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to put.
No, I'll show you.
Do you know what that's for?
Go on.
I don't know what it's for. Do you know what it's for?
Yeah,
Alexander sent it to me and asked me did I want to start ordering them. I've no idea what it is.
that would probably be in the dishwasher, you know, when all the rubbish goes away and keeps. No, it's not actually. It's probably a baking foam.
Yeah.
But I'll show you actually how we can use this, because it's the same method as well. What I'm going to do here, you can use the same idea here. Okay, so that's great. You've got that. There you're going to have a fantastic bake with this. I'm sure it's going to, because it's quite even and the heat will go through. So this is Do you have the blowtorch with you so I can kind of show you what the blowtorch is?
I can show you what.
We can show you what it is. Normally you use a blowtorch for this.
Yeah, was you going to bring yours?
No,
We can't use it.
Yeah, it doesn't work, but just imagine there's a flame coming out, okay? Everybody's
I
going
don't
to
know whether you remember, but I
So-
did say, you know, sometimes when you buy something off Amazon and you got to have it the next day. Well, I've had this about 5 years, never used it, and last week I used it for the first time. But I had to have it next day delivery, like you do. Anyhow, it's backfired on me because it won't work.
Yeah, but it says, please read all instructions and remove this label before use. Do you think if we remove this label it will work? No.
I'm pretty
So-
sure it's already been used.
So if it's probably already.
It won't
So
work. So
we-
do
we
you think
put-
they'll have it back after 5 years sat in the cupboard?
I think so. Yeah, I'll try and send it back, and that's for the interest. So you got your ring. We put it in the grill in the oven to warm it up, yeah. Or you can just warm it up slightly with this, okay.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to need is the cling film.
And is that not going to melt on that hot thing there?
It doesn't, does it? No,
No.
it's quite
Did you think it was
surprising.
gonna melt?
She thought it was going to melt.
I'm very fascinated.
You can
by
put
it.
cling film in the oven though, can't you? Yeah,
So this is.
Can you?
up to a certain temperature. Yeah.
Can you?
So there's a pair of scissors. I'm prepared. I put the scissors next to me.
Oh, exciting. Did you know that?
No.
No.
So
I'm just thinking it's all going to melt.
to stretch it, you can stretch it. Now the heat will stretch it.
We've got his head under the camera again.
No,
on
it's
this
fine.
one.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Hmm?
I thought that was the hot one.
It is hot.
No,
No,
when I grab that.
I'm just. This one is very, very hot.
Just
Okay.
to recap, there's no flour in this cake recipe.
No.
No flour
No.
at all.
No flour. That's
No flour at all. If
Are
you've
we
got,
going to get to taste this tonight?
we're going to get to taste it. Yeah, and if there was flour inside, then you could put it in the oven and bake it.
Yeah,
So
because this is no bake.
This
is
is no bake. It's a cold cake.
Yeah.
So this is like this. So what we're doing is we're working upside down.
Mm.
Okay. So that'll be there like that, and then you take your plastic.
Sorry, I folded it in half. I didn't realise.
Is that what you? Is that why there's a pleat? Okay, so that's one.
Is that like
Okay.
an acetate that you just popped
That's
in
an
there?
acetate. It's exactly the same as you can get here.
Yeah.
And you can
Okay.
buy this off Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's by, is it Terrafilm or something?
Yes.
Who make it, yeah?
If it's too thick, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shh.
Yeah. How do you do that
Perfectly
again?
okay.
Do you do that when you cut it? Is that part of the...
Yeah, exactly.
Just so we know,
Now, if you don't want to work with that wet method,
you can work with this.
you can work with this and just put it
Yeah,
inside.
let's get under there.
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're actually now what we're doing is actually preparing the basis of the cake, just to because I think that's the most important thing is actually knowing how to work with the chocolate. Decorations and everything will come after, but you need to know how to make something. You know,
Yes.
people can maybe a little bit perturbed with working with the chocolate. If I start showing you the tempering and everything, it is frightening actually.
It's going to be a long dem this.
This is going to be a long day. It's not. It's almost finished. You know. So you have to let this go cold.
Right.
Okay. This is. Let's get over there. We're going to get that chocolate again.
Yep, this one?
Yeah, this one.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So how's our audience doing, Laura?
Fantastic.
Questions?
Yeah, just a couple of questions.
Yeah.
What size is the tin or the ring that you're using, please?
Use any size you want.
Any size. So
Any
it's
size you
totally
want.
depends
It's
on
really-
your recipe.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That looks like an 8-inch to me, though.
And this is roughly. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's roughly about an 8-inch. Yeah. I'm showing you different ways. You're going to get more mix here to finish this off.
Okay.
Okay, so we will have some left over, and I'll show you what we did before with it. Now what you can do is that if you're using this one and you want a thicker cake, then the recipe is perfectly enough.
Okay.
Okay. It's also a cake which is quite rich, so you don't start cutting slices like that.
Yeah.
You have a slice like when you go into one of those very posh restaurants.
Exactly.
And everything's-
Like an afternoon tea type.
You wonder
Yeah.
what they're
portion.
giving you, why
Yes.
you paid a fortune for it, but when you eat it, you're absolutely full and it tastes
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Michael did say earlier, and there's just a person who may have missed before, we have popped raw eggs in the mix. They're perfectly safe to use. Michael did explain before, it's a recipe that's been tried and tested throughout many, many years, and they are perfectly safe to eat.
But we also put warm chocolate in as well.
So yes, so the residual heat
Yeah.
Yeah.
will cook
Get you.
effectively.
Residual heat.
Wow, that's a big word. That's a dictionary he's followed there.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
So what are we doing
So-
here, Michael?
I'm using the original recipe isn't with digestives, it's with rich tea.
Right, okay.
Okay, so if you got rich tea, and also
Why rich tea?
ask Her Majesty that.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
The real recipe is actually with rich tea. Now what you can do, it's a recipe that you can add things to it. If you want to add raisins to it, you want to add some little currants or little cherries or things like that, you can, okay, which is quite nice. Now, if you're gluten problem with gluten, you can't eat gluten,
Yeah.
then you can, why not just put gluten-free biscuits? Yeah,
Absolutely.
so that's perfect, that's great. It's one of those cakes that's very easy to make.
And how much biscuits are we putting in?
I'm being naughty now, I'm going to confuse everybody.
Yeah.
400.
Oh, we're going to put the whole
Okay.
packet in.
It's
Go
your
for
whole
it.
packet, yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
And if you don't want it as creamy, you can put more biscuits inside.
Lovely. So it's
no problem.
an adaptable recipe
It's
then.
really, really adaptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we like. We love to give people a suggestion,
Yeah.
and we also love to hear everyone's versions or adaptations of it. And if anyone does follow Michael's recipe this evening, you make your own creation, pop it on our community page. We love to see everyone's attempts at what they've used. It's really great for us. And it's lovely for Michael to see as well. We know you really appreciate his time here.
Your head out.
But we appreciate even more if you actually have a go at it. So if anyone's on
Yeah,
our All About
very
Cake
easy.
community Facebook group, pop a picture on, show us what you've done, and you know, like everyone can share the joy of the recipe, and we'll love to see your creations. It's really nice when we get a bit of feedback from everyone who's watched.
Now, the great thing about this is we all love Molly's molds.
Yeah.
This you can just slap in Molly's molds.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's,
That's easy, isn't it?
it's easy.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't even have to bake it, you know. It's great. It's one
Yeah.
of those cakes. It's everything. You
And it's
can-
just going to set.
It will set. It will set like this.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Who's going to have a look at the spoon?
Carol. Oh, Wendy's got a hand straight up there.
So.
Wendy's hand went straight up.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here now, you can put paper on the bottom if you want, but that we don't need to do. For
Yeah.
the simple reason is that these are perfectly fine food safe.
Yeah.
But the plastic inside, when this is cold, what you will do, you can warm it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just, even if you got the gas, you just warm it on the gas stove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip it up, and the cake will just come out.
Oh, right. Very good.
Okay.
So if we go like that, can you see from which camera you're on?
Perfect.
I'll tell you, this filming business is tricky, isn't it?
Is it?
Trying to get past your friggin' hand.
Sorry. Yeah, do it that way.
More filming of your big hand than anything
It's a
else.
frigging hand.
Yeah.
It's after 9 o'clock.
Only just.
What time is it?
We have a child in the kitchen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Put a plug earplugs in. Is she now watching? Is she now watching YouTube videos? With her earplugs in.
So, this is the best part actually. When you're a kid, is actually to the kid out.
Oh, yeah, we know. Look, there's
Where
five
is
of them
she?
sat here waiting.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a spoon?
This is the best bit.
Don't be
Ah.
shy.
Don't be shy. It'll go before you get a chance.
Well, Mickey's eyeballing it here.
Elizabeth Wedge was just asked, can you line it with greaseproof instead of acetate? Or is it acetate because it's easy to take off?
You don't, Elizabeth. You don't even have to line it.
Wow. Okay.
Because you put it in the mold and it will set.
Yeah.
It will go firm, and then you just warm it
Perfect.
and just sip it out. It will just fall out.
And Jane's just asked, would she be able to use a dairy-free chocolate?
You can use any chocolate you want.
absolutely.
Any chocolate you like. Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's always nice to use a quality chocolate.
Yeah.
You'll
Yes,
get the
exactly.
best flavour of the quality chocolate.
Is that good? There's 10 people here actually licking their fingers. You know?
You can hear all the noise in the background.
So it's simple. It's easy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So when I was saying before, That you would smooth out a little bit more. That we're not going to bother about now, but that's it. That's okay.
So is
that's
that going to go in the fridge?
That'll go in the fridge.
Yep.
Okay.
Super. And what
where's
we'll
my
do
Ruffle?
next.
So that's literally going to go into the fridge to set, and it's so simple and straightforward.
So now what we're going to go back to the rose, to the ruby.
Nice.
Where's Ruby Wax? Is she still kicking around, Ruby Wax? I met Ruby Wax once. Do you know
Really?
Yeah, I was at
Is this going on the mixer?
yeah, we'll put that on the mixer, whisk it up a little bit. We have a place in Belgium called Living Tomorrow, and inside this house, it's called Living Tomorrow, and it was actually
Maybe
called
don't
the
turn the mixer on like that.
it was actually called the House of the Future. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Camera there.
they had Bill Gates came for his 20th birthday at Microsoft, and I was asked to actually make the birthday cake for Microsoft for the 20 years, and there was Ruby Wax there with Bill Gates. So
Fantastic.
that was one of the stories that yeah. So that's, I would be tempted. I don't know if you do that. Maybe a little bit of colour or something. You've seen the colours gone. That pink has gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, but there was a dry bit in there, it came like that.
Yeah.
But did you not see those two dry bits that dried
Saw
on the
that.
top and then
Yeah.
pink again?
Yeah.
So I think we should leave it.
We can leave that.
So you're only mixing this just to re-soften it, just because it's been stood
No,
a
just
little
to
bit,
kind of make it a little bit more hair. Yeah.
a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
basically, because we use very melted butter.
Just to fluff it up a little bit. Fluff it
Okay.
up. Just
That one can go that way now.
just on that.
Show me your chest.
Sorry. So, now,
Just because I've an eyeball in it all night.
so this you can actually use also to fill. I'm going to taste this. Not tasted it yet. It's better now than it was before. The flavour's gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could be good in this is that if you put in we've got the biscuits in again, but if you put in little dried raspberries,
Nice.
and what you can find now is all these little
Freeze dried.
Yeah.
freeze-dried fruits. That could be really great, you know.
Right, so we're going for the 400 grams of biscuits then.
We'll go for 100 grams of biscuits. You know what we can do?
What?
So when you cut the cake,
Yeah.
you can put some of these inside also. This will add a little bit of colour. I think that's going to be pretty good because these have
Out of
some.
the red camera.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Those are absolutely delicious.
You've got
Great.
one there as well.
I've got one.
Oh,
One here.
yeah.
Makes it
Got
look
them
like
everywhere.
a road,
My
doesn't it?
God.
What are you doing?
And you want some marshmallows inside?
It'll make it like a rocky road.
No, we're making
No,
the
it's
Queen's
gonna. I
cake.
think it's going to be a bit sweet if we do that.
We're making the Queen's cake here. Chuck it in.
Okay, so for anyone who needs a recipe, we will pin it to the top of the Facebook page when we finish on the live. Michael did go through it before and someone very kindly posted it in the comments, but we know the feed moves really quickly, so
Yeah.
it will have jumped down a little bit. It's difficult for us to constantly keep recapping just because obviously we want to try and get Michael to do as much as he can within the time frame that we've got. So we will pin the recipe onto the Facebook page when we finish. It'll probably be tomorrow, and it will also go over to our recipe website as well. So for anyone who's missed that, we will make sure that we catch up and pop all the information on for you.
A spatula, please. We've got another one. What's this one now? Everyone? Listen, how many of these have you got? This has got a little cupcake with love hearts on it.
Yeah, loads of them. So you might hear some munching soon because you know I always like to eat.
Can you just show us the bag of the little balls that went in, please?
Right. We will be
There you
stocking these, and we at Calibo, I have said to Calibo I won't stock them, which is why they're here.
So they're called crisp pearls.
Yeah, but I forgot to put them on the order.
Okay.
But I will
Oh.
ring him tomorrow and remind him. But I will put them on. They actually taste.
Yeah, so they've got like a wafer. Is it almost like a wafer inside them?
Yeah.
They're like little Rice Krispies, but the thing is, they're naughty. That's
They're naughty because they're good chocolate.
Yeah, but you can start munching those, and you'll be in front of the television just.
Oh, the whole bag's gone.
Yeah, no, they're really naughty. Those.
Pass them round.
Yeah.
We've got people all round tonight. The bag's going all round. quite an interesting mix, this, isn't it?
It isn't. We're going to blast this in the freezer.
Yeah.
So see what
Nice to do
happens.
something that we don't have to actually bake, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice, and like Michael said before, you can adapt it with the type of biscuits that you're using, for example, and that's a really nice suggestion, especially with the gluten
You
free.
just slap it in like that.
Just slap it in.
Just so I know the technique. Do we need this mixer anymore?
No. You can manage that when you're back.
Yeah.
We're actually wondering if KitchenAid could sponsor me and make a beautiful one, the same
A beautiful
electric.
navy blue.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be nice. A navy blue one.
So obviously when you're using a chocolate, you can actually mix chocolates. You can use white chocolate, black chocolate, you can use black or milk chocolate. The moment that you've got a good flavour in it.
So I'm just going to take the cup of tea, because we've got guests.
Yeah.
We've got for a pavlova to give out and a cup of tea. So who wants a
Oh,
cup of tea
that's
and who wants
lovely.
coffee?
We start getting orders now. As soon as we say we're putting the kettle on, everyone
Okay.
comments with their orders.
Really?
Do you want
Who's-
coffee or tea?
And,
Coffee.
isn't that
I'll
good?
ask for those sugars in a minute.
Woo.
So go chop it
Is
up.
that
I'll
good?
chop it up down here.
Yeah.
So one of you two want coffee?
No, that's done next.
Right. So there's 2 coffees down there. Which one are we chopping up?
So you would make this and you put it in the refrigerator and you can leave it there overnight, or you can freeze it and just use it when you want. You know?
So you've
And-
literally just packed it down.
Just
smoothed
packed
the
it down.
top.
Just
Yeah.
packed it down. Oh la!
So for our guests tonight,
That's gorgeous, isn't
made
it?
with our flavoured icing sugars.
Yeah.
Carol, can you bring it over?
And there's one which is hidden. Nobody can see that yet.
Oh no.
That's
So
beautiful.
This is.
So this one is made with our flavoured icing sugars. Just hold up there, Michael. So
Yeah,
it's
I love
around.
pavlova.
But then Karen has been making pavlova for fun.
Where are those sprinkles? Where are those little
The crisp
things? Let's get
pearls.
some salt. Let's get some pearls on.
You went that way.
She's going to kill me if I'm going to start doing this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So she's been practicing
That's
her
fantastic, isn't
technique.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not made with our flavoured icing sugars. That's made with our new product.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we've got a new product about to launch. We can't tell you what it is, but this is what we made with it.
And we're going to try it tomorrow. We're going to make other
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
I've got ideas to really push this
Yeah.
product. It's a great product. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm enjoying this. That's really like in a French patisserie, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, any patisserie would be fine to have that, you know. Can we put that in the freezer, please?
Viv Goddard has just said, how come you've got guests in the kitchen? I think I heard Wendy Campion laugh earlier, if I am right. Yes, Viv, you are right. We've actually got some ladies here that are on the classes over the weekend with Michael, so we've got a crowded kitchen this evening. It's not normal. There's normally only 2 or 3 of us here.
Is it
And
really?
yeah, there's
Oh my
normally
God.
just Carol, myself and Maria, and a guest maybe, and sometimes Karen joins us, but that's normally maximum. So yeah, the kitchen is full tonight, Viv, you are right.
What do you need
We're
now?
gonna make a ganache.
Yeah.
So whilst that cake is in the freezer,
So which ganache are you going to make?
we're gonna explain about ganache and how you can play with the chocolate.
Yeah.
No, that's not the ganache, and that's not the ganache. That's afterwards. That's for the decoration.
Okay. Sorry, here's the ganache.
No, we didn't need to melt it.
You told me to You told me to
Can we have the same weight without melting?
Can we have the same weight without melting?
Yeah.
It's alright, we're just
She's gonna
having
kill me.
a discussion, a heated discussion
A
in the
heated
kitchen.
discussion
Let's
there,
not
yeah.
worry everyone.
It's a language.
We've got lots of chocolate, it's alright.
Yeah.
Nothing goes to waste here. So with our new product
It's okay.
that we're about to launch,
I've been eating
Where were
these
you?
this afternoon.
we will.
Yeah, go for this one.
Excuse fingers. We may as well make use of it, haven't we? We're just failing for time.
So
while
we've got
Karen,
some.
by Karen very quickly.
These are Weight Watchers ones, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. These are
There's no
Weight Watchers
calories in the kitchen. Calories don't exist in this kitchen.
I'm just gonna let me see what this is.
So they're just sorting out their ganache. A bit of miscommunication.
Language
Something
barrier.
like I had with who was it? It was in here the other week, and I did the ganache. I did loads of it.
Molly, I think.
So
I think we had about three times the amount of ganache that we needed.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, everybody knows how to make a ganache. Okay. So this is like
We're
two
making a lot
parts.
of ganache.
This is like 2 parts chocolate to 1 part cream. Okay. The cream is it's different than our cream. It's quite thick, but it's okay. Double cream. Oh, okay. And ganache you can actually make with any liquid. You know that. So you can actually remove the cream, and one of the best that I actually made was with actually beer.
Fantastic.
So you're not even using cream, just remove the quantity of liquid in replace of the cream.
Oh,
So,
Very
yeah,
clever.
That's it. It's easy as anything. It's so if you want your ganache to be flavoured, you can either put grated orange inside or lemon and things like this, or you can put spices, cardamom spices, and let it infuse into the cream. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some cream in, some tea. By the way, do we have a strainer? If I'm going to put this inside,
What's it?
a tea strainer or something.
Tea strainer.
I'll go and find one. I do actually have
You
one,
do?
but I just have to run next door to get it.
Okay.
So,
Because we're going to let this. This is tea. You can use Earl Grey. You can use anything. Once in Belgium, I made chocolates which were with different tea flavours, with lapson chouchon, green tea, and it was actually very flavoured. And you can actually taste it, and then you would use different chocolates.
Lovely.
So that would be
That's a
great.
lovely
You could use
idea.
all the different chocolates. You'll be using the milk, the black, and from each tea you get a different flavour, and it's absolutely delicious.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah. So this is something that I've just found in the cupboard. So I don't know how long it's been there for, maybe a little bit. We actually
A bit
emptied.
aged.
Yeah, a bit aged. We emptied some tea bags, but it's actually better if you go to the fine tea store and get some nice tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can already smell this. You know.
Yeah, you can. It smells amazing in the kitchen this evening. All the chocolate that's here, the melted chocolate, the fresh chocolate. Then obviously we've got the ganache going and the tea. It just smells amazing. So just as I said earlier, if anyone's missed any of the live this evening, you can catch up when we're finished. You can head over to our YouTube channel, which has got all of our previous Facebook lives on.
this is my own special cup. Sorry. Okay. Go on, Laura.
Or it will be pinned to the top of our Facebook page when we're finished this evening. But you do have to wait until we've stopped.
This is my own special cup because I love Earl Grey tea.
Yeah. Oh God, look at that! Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I was wondering where it had disappeared from at home, from my teapot. You normally use a proper sieve, you know, as if you're using.
What?
Karen,
Right, what do you want Karen for?
no,
'Cause
get out of the camera.
Who get out of the camera?
Karen.
Karen.
You want to get here to say something whilst I'm just working?
No, I don't even know why I'm here. Get out.
Who's going to look after this? I'm going to warm this up.
So if anyone's interested in any of the products this evening, we have got the Calabo chocolate on the website. If any of it's out of stock, we will be replenishing the stock in the next week or so. So you can head over to the website, which is www.sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. We do have a Facebook Lives must-have section, or you can search by brand or use the search bar at the top of the page. As I mentioned earlier, we also are offering a competition. So Calabo have very kindly put together a gift pack prize for us, which you can just see in the back of the shop. There's a lovely mixing bowl, some packs of chocolate, some scrapers, and some gloves, a thermos cup, and that is up for grabs if you like and share our Facebook Live. So all you need to do is like and share the Facebook Live. We will pop everyone's name in the draw that's done that, and we will draw the prize next week. So we always offer that week in, week out. It's normally a £25 gift voucher for Sugar and Crumbs, but we've very kindly been gifted a gift pack from Calabo Chocolate. So that really is a fantastic prize to win. And he's back.
There's a problem at mill.
Oh dear. There's never a problem. Don't
There
worry.
is no problem at all, no. So like I was saying, there's this. I don't know how I'm going to manage with that. Never mind. Okay, we'll find out. Let's say with the plastic, this actually just peels off.
Wonderful.
Okay, just have to be careful that you don't get any bits of plastic left there. There, that's perfect. Okay.
Okay, can you just tell us what we've got to do with this? Make it thinner or thicker?
No, we just have to make it boil. Bring it to the boil. Okay. And then I need some greaseproof paper or something
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this
got it,
here.
Got it.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having a fight with me now.
So the advantage of doing it like that, you would actually turn the gas upside down, and that's actually it was your bottom, but now it becomes a top.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. This has come off here.
Yes, Bev, we will take into account all of the like and shares, so it doesn't matter which part of the Facebook Live you liked and shared, everybody will go into the draw.
I think what we'll do next week, because we can't spin them,
Yeah,
we can't spin, we'll write them down.
we'll write all the names down and pop them into a hat.
Yeah, that's the best way. Why are you running up all the time?
So we're just waiting for the cream to boil, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
So Michael was explaining before, that there's a few various ways to make ganache. If you want flavoured, for example, Michael's used Earl Grey tea. You can use it. Michael mentioned it with beer before, which is really interesting, and I'm sure we'll have him back in the future and show us a few different techniques and ideas for that. If he wants to come back from Madness, that is. So if anyone's new to watching the Facebook Live this evening, say hi and pop your name in the comments. It's really nice to hear that we've got newbies watching us. It's really always great to see our loyal viewers as well. If you are new, this is the Sugar and Crumbs Kitchen. It's a free Facebook Live tutorial, and we normally go live every Monday evening and every Thursday evening at 8 PM. What we tend to do is just offer a range of different techniques, hints, tips, recipes, different ideas for you to try at home. And we have Carol in the kitchen doing basic. Karen's been in and done basic baking for you before as well. And you'll have seen, we have various tutors and guests in the kitchen. It's different recipes, different hints and tips to help. So we like it if you basically take our advice, take the tutor's advice, suggestions and recipe ideas, and make them your own. And like I said before, if anyone does want to follow Michael's recipe, we will post the full recipe for the chocolate biscuit cake tomorrow on our Facebook page. We will pin the recipe to the live so everyone can watch it when you catch up. There's a lot of people quite amazed, Michael, that your shirt is still very white despite all the chocolate that you've used.
Don't worry, they're all black this end.
It's okay, don't worry.
It's okay.
Yeah. And I'm not.
Karen came in spotless. She's taking all the.
Yeah. I'm looking for the cling film now.
It's cling film,
yeah. There you are. I'm going to show you now. Actually, this is why I'm making the ganache. I'm going to show you how I actually build my cake up. So there you've got the cling film. So as you know, we worked upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. You probably think that we're not prepared well, but when you're not in your own kitchen,
Laura, do you want to have a
here you
look?
are.
No thanks.
You see, you just have to stretch this. Okay. Now this won't be set today, otherwise we're going to be here until midnight. And well, I've just ripped it there, so you can just either do it again or just stretch it
That's
over.
what you're putting in here now.
So we're going to make the ganache.
Right.
I'm just going to do that again because there's an all. So when you're working in a professional pastry,
You're all enjoying your very gooey pavlova. It's very gooey, isn't it? I
Is it
forgot
good?
to ask, do you want some chocolate sauce for it? We've got plenty of melted chocolate ganache here. Somebody asked us to melt it.
it's not finished yet. I'm trying to do 10 things at once.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and you're running off all the time.
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
telling
I'm
her off.
helping Karen, who's doing 50 things at once.
Am I allowed to tell her off? Probably the first one that's ever done it.
If you were in this kitchen, you would see what's going up at the other end here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, see, this is unbelievable. It's the first shock. You don't really realise what you have when you come here, do you?
No.
It's a big surprise, actually. And
Are you glad to be in the kitchen, Michael?
yeah.
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 How are you looking? Are you looking forward to entertaining all your students?
I don't know, ask them. Are they looking forward to be entertained? So
It's
there
a
you
shame they can't see. I need to post some pictures of all the cakes.
So
that
there you are.
Karen and
That we
Michael
are.
did today.
Let's have. Can I have those cakes also, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want that slicer I had before as well? That lovely.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be now. There we are. Let's copy this. Do
Got a clean one?
you have a clean one at
Yeah,
hand? Yeah, you've got one here. Oh, yeah. I knew I prepared it, you see. So, turn that upside down. Now this is the same plastic that we had before. Yeah.
If Maria can make a video out of this, that'd be amazing.
Someone,
Yeah, I'm
do you
just
know what?
gonna. Where's that sellotape gone?
Someone did mention before, actually,
This
has
on
Carol
the
given up on the filming?
Eh?
Someone said before, has Carol given up on the
Of course I
filming?
have. I don't know where I'm meant to be. I don't know whether I'm down his chest, getting his bald head out of the way, his hands in the food mixer. No idea what's going on. And I've got a shaky hand. If Maria can make any sense of this video,
Is it
Oh,
chicken,
Maria.
yeah? So okay, we want this.
it might be a 3-second video.
No, it won't be. So this is the way I work. Okay. So you have to see there. I don't know if you can see that. You've got some kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
yep, we can see.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you know when you mask a cake, you build your cake up. You lay your cake up, yeah,
Yeah,
with your ganache.
yeah.
You're going to try and get that in there.
This goes inside, it's all been planned. So, yeah. So let's get that over there. I'm going to show you how I work. Chocolate. I hope we have
Have you got enough chocolate in there, Michael?
Well, I'm actually thinking maybe we've got a bit too much.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, can we remove a bit of that?
How much do you want?
Well,
Because
looking
isn't
at
that
the
your
cream-
chocolate?
No, that's for something else.
How much chocolate do you want?
Yeah. And do you have what do you call it,
I've got 3 days of this.
He wants it back.
I've had all day today, and I've got 3 more days.
You got 3 more days?
3 more nights.
Normally I should sieve this, huh?
Can I ask what's in that saucepan, if you don't mind?
It's cream.
We're not sure
Just
ourselves.
cream,
really.
We're not sure. No, it's cream
Or Earl Grey
mixed
tea.
with tea, but the tea's so fine, so I'm going to mix it in. But normally I would pass the tea,
I was
so
gonna
the
say-
tea would actually. But I'm not.
Well, that's
I'm not going to burn my fingers for you. No,
I went and got my special cup.
that actually smells good. So we're using the Calibo here, the Calibo chocolate. Yeah. There you are, please.
Stick that
There you
on
are. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we're keeping our audience entertained anyway. Everyone's loving it.
Well, yeah, it's got to be good fun, you know. Got to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just don't be prepared to be going to bed yet. It might be a while.
Yeah.
Oh shit! There's a tick. Look,
Oh,
can't turn it properly, you know. This is where we make mistakes, you know. The cream here actually is different than what we have at home. It's much thicker.
What was more upsetting then?
What?
Getting ganache on your jacket?
Oh, rubbing against you.
I'm not quite sure.
So this is completely wrong. This is a disaster.
Oh
Actually.
no.
Yeah, no, it's not a disaster.
No, it's
But
not. It's going to come back together. Just keep stirring.
yeah, but it's not a. Do you have a whisk?
Confidence.
Please.
We do.
We do. That's actually the whisk here is actually for something else tomorrow. There you are. Just hold that.
Are you going to get yourself prepared for Sunday? It could be longer.
No, it won't. Be. No, yeah, Sunday's going to be enormous. It's going to be very long. This is completely wrong. It's all separated. Okay. Was that cream fresh?
Yes, John bought it tonight.
Yeah.
Karen. Karen.
Yeah.
Do you want to add a bit of cold cream to it?
Yeah. I want to warm that up a little bit as well.
I was going to say, but do you want to add a bit of cold
Yeah.
cream to it to bring it
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Chocolate everywhere.
Oh, Sarah Saunders has said she's loving the live. It's so funny. She's sat watching with a lovely glass of bubbly.
We love offering entertainment in here in the
I
Sugar and
know.
Crumbs kitchen.
I'm so glad we're amusing.
Forget the baking, forget everything else. Are you lot full now? Should we have all dirty pots? Let me grab them all together.
We'll go to sleep tonight. I'll have a sugar high.
I said, won't be able to sleep tonight. I'll have a sugar high.
So for anyone who can't stay with us for this evening, you can catch up when we're finished. It will be pinned to the top of our Facebook page, and it also gets transferred over to YouTube as well. All of our previous lives are on our YouTube channel, so the easiest way to find us is to search for Sugar and Crumbs with Nifty Nozzles. Like I say, all of our previous lives are on there, as well as the 1-minute videos that Maria puts together, which are fantastic. The easiest way to see any new videos that we pop on is to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn your notifications on YouTube, and you will actually get a pop-up when we put a new video on there. So it's a fantastic feature, as long as you don't get banned being my
follow.
Yeah, I think you have to turn your notifications on though as well, because I've turned mine off. Because there's so many pop up.
No, I know, but that makes sense, because I wonder why some channels pop up and let me know they're playing and others don't when I'm waiting for them.
Yeah. So it's a fantastic feature. I've just got to wish a happy birthday to Sarah Saunders. It's her birthday.
Ah, happy birthday,
happy
Sarah.
birthday. Hope you're enjoying the free entertainment. And Vanessa Woods has put she can't wait for Maria's 1-minute video. Now I don't think that's...
I think it's going to be good.
Well, yeah, I think that might be a bit of sarcasm there. Poor Maria.
Absolutely. I know, I think she's going to kill me in the morning. So don't forget, like and share this live. What we'll do is next week, because the live has broken several times, I'm not going to be able to do the spinny wheel. So what I'm actually going to do is all the shares will all go into a big draw, and then we'll just give it a shake.
Yeah.
And it's actually Maria who's going to be drawing next week.
Yes.
Because next there's no live on Monday, because we've got Michael in tonight, Michael in on Sunday, Monday we're off. And I'm actually having a holiday. I'm not meant to be taking my computer or anything, but...
If somebody wants to take me to the airport or take me out on Monday and do something, they're
4
very
a.m.
welcome.
Yeah.
But we have to be we have a flight at 6.
I know you've got to be at the airport for 4, haven't you?
Yeah.
So there's no flight on, there's no live on Monday night, but Maria and Laura in the kitchen on Thursday, and Maria's going to show you how to make her macarons, and then they'll put all the tickets in the drawer, and one of them will choose for you. Yeah. So don't forget to like and share. This is a great prize from Calibo, and Calibo is sponsoring this tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So to explain, as you saw, everything curdled up, and I said there was a difference.
Just put some more cream in.
Apparently, it was extra double thick cream, and we use single cream when we're making a ganache. So the thickness of it actually kind of made it all go frigid. This is what you need, something like this.
So do you use single cream then to make ganache?
It's not really single. It's a little bit thicker, you know, but it's not the cream. The ingredients are different in each country you go to, so it's so what we're doing here, we're working upside down.
Right.
Okay, so here's your ganache.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm actually filming this. Hold on, sorry. Filming this.
Can I go this way?
No.
Or you need to see that way?
Where can you see, Laura?
I can be overhead
Wait a
and
minute.
front, wherever you want me to be, I will be.
Just let me get me on record.
Okay, so this is a little bit more liquid, it's okay also, you know.
Can we open that back door, that front door? It's melted.
You're melting, are you? So remember what we're doing now, this is not the bottom, this is going to be the top.
Top, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. And when you peel off the plastic, you're going to have a cake which is completely smooth, top and bottom. You don't even have, normally you don't have to mask it to smooth it afterwards.
We like that idea.
Yeah, so this is your cake.
So this was a sponge cake that you layered, wasn't it, earlier?
Yeah, so this is going, I wanted something a little bit smaller than the ring itself. So you're pushing that
So
down,
you trimmed it, didn't you?
trimmed it down, yeah.
And what type of cake is this?
This is a vanilla sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah, delicious it is. It's you can use a chocolate. Now, if you wanted to make something like a
Just to see, I don't know whether you can see, but he has trimmed it so it's smaller, so that you can see the chocolate coming around the side.
Yeah.
okay.
See, yeah.
So now what you would do, if you wanted to make something like a tiramisu or something, you could actually put a little bit of amaretto inside or something like that, copy that, which is quite nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or the cream of there, what we've made,
Yeah.
before adding the biscuits, that you can put inside also. Build it up, come up with the different chocolates and work with different flavours. Okay, so let's get inside there. This is, I'm actually touching the other ganache, making sure there's no air bubbles. Okay. This cake is going to be very decadent with all the chocolate that's inside. So, and doing it this way, you don't have to let your ganache go cold and smooth it inside your cake. You know, I think this is the easiest way to do it. And if you want, you can make like a panna cotta or something. Put a panna cotta also inside, which is also very nice.
Can we very quickly recap what we're doing or what we're actually making for
I
viewers?
have no idea.
We're actually
Just watch and show
There's
it.
a lot of people saying, I've no idea what they're making, but I'm
No.
loving it.
We've no idea either, believe me, we're winging this one.
We're actually making an upside down cake.
It was
it's not
Queen
like-
Victoria's cake at one time, but I don't know as it is now.
It's not a pineapple upside down cake. Now the idea is to be able to keep
Something marvellous is going to happen at the end, isn't it, Michael?
this is where you're going to have to tune in on Sunday.
Oh, is it? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
because this will have the time on Sunday to be able to set.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
So they're not going to see it tonight.
you're not going to see
That's
it
one way
tonight.
to get them all back on Sunday. isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. And I've got to do camera skills again.
Is she still unpacking?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's moved into a new flat with her boyfriend.
Oh.
So they're moving both houses into one
This is
and
my-
deciding where both are going to put their stuff. I probably suspect Maria's going to win today's conversation.
Now, can you imagine? Sorry. Yeah. If we did the same with coffee. Do you know ground coffee? You take ground coffee and you've got little grains of coffee inside the. That's really good as well. That's delicious. Now that's not mould, you see. That blue is from the cakes that we were covering before.
I can't even see them.
You see the blue?
No.
You
Yeah,
can't on the
bits of blue.
camera.
You don't see that? I see it.
Shut your gob. It's great to be back up north, isn't it?
It is. It's
Shut
right.
your
It's right.
That's what we
Good,
say up there,
lass.
isn't it?
It
Shut
is
your
right.
gob.
Can you move that bowl?
Maybe roll, yeah.
Thank you. We've got a few problems with people streaming on YouTube, but we're still on Facebook. We're absolutely fine. So you'll be able to, the whole video will be transferred to YouTube when we're finished. It'll probably be later on in the week, but it will be. So
Maria put it all together.
we've got a few people asking, will there be any lives over the weekend of what people have made in the classes?
Yeah.
Are we going to give a
Each
sneak
night.
peek? Yeah.
Each night,
Oh, is there?
yeah.
Oh no.
Each night, John will come in and film each night
Yeah.
what everybody's made.
I'll have to do something different then every day.
Oh, they'll be getting jealous.
I know.
In case
Yeah.
somebody does better than somebody else.
No, that's all.
Sorry, I broke your bottle.
It's okay. That you don't have to worry about neither. If, for example, if the cake is broken, you just add an extra piece inside and it'll just fill it up. So it's
But your extra pieces are there, so you can pop them in. Do you make this very often?
yeah. This is a really good. But my cake's not as good as this one. It's not as good as yours.
So
Right.
how deep was the sponge and how many layers has it been split into?
Well, this was just a normal.
Was
did
it
you
the
know-
one layer? The two layers did you use?
No, it's just the one layer. I cut it into 5.
Mm.
So they're very
It's
so
a
quite
cake
thin
about
layers.
that thick. I
Okay.
just cut it into 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So the recipe for that you can get from Carol.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet success.
It's using your
Sweet
products.
success
So
cake.
it's,
No, it's just a Victoria sponge cake.
yeah, it's very good. Now I'm at the moment busy making cakes for just had a friend. They can't eat, completely vegan. No eggs, no dairy, nothing, and they also
What a miserable
gluten
life
free.
they've got.
Yeah, but no, the cake was good. The cake was really really good. It's just knowing how to
Make it tasty.
no, you know, for example, if you're making a cake and you need to replace an egg,
Mm.
then you'd use a banana
Oh, would you?
Yeah, mashed banana with
Really?
yeah, and do you know the juice from
I love bananas. I might turn vegan then.
yeah, the juice from aquabee, you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from chickpeas.
Yes.
You mix that with the juice there, not the
Yeah.
chickpeas, just the juice and the banana.
banana,
Put it in
yeah.
your mixer,
Yeah.
mix it up, and it comes up like it comes up so light. Really, it's
Really?
really good. Yeah, and that will you use the same quantity as the same. If you're making
It's not yours yet, Vicky.
if you're making if you're making an egg, you know, like you weigh your eggs for the weight of the cake.
Mm.
You do it the same way, and then you just
Right.
have to. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'll have a go at that.
Great fun.
I did live making meringue many years ago with Aquafaba and our rice and sugars,
Yeah.
but I didn't realise how light it was and how you didn't have to bake them very long. So I went out the kitchen and left the oven on, I don't know, about half an hour, whatever it was, had gone. And I came back and the whole kitchen was full of black smoke.
Oh my god.
My meringues.
So the idea, what you can see it more on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can see on the side. You've just got ganache.
Oh yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
yummy.
so you can see that. Yeah. So the idea of that is that when it's cold and we turn it upside down, you just remove the plastic
Yeah.
and your ganache is just perfectly.
So we're going to show them that on Sunday when it's set.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
do it in the
lovely.
morning because if it doesn't come out perfectly, we'll have to make another
Another
one.
These lot will
Lovely.
be here in the morning watching.
Yeah, but maybe the one tip for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make another one.
Right.
It's on
You
there.
want
Okay.
more chocolate on that now?
No, that's perfect. We can build it up until we've used all the ganache,
Yeah, we may as
but
well.
we don't have any
Waste it.
biscuit. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
we may as well just put the chocolate
Let's
on
put
and
it
use
on.
it all. Otherwise, Vicky will be nose diving in a minute. We don't want to call her missing the class tomorrow.
No.
I've been watching her eyeball, everything. So we'll just give her the finger, the ball, so she can just wrap her finger around that.
Okay, and can I have a spatula, please? Yeah. Want to do an exchange? Thank you very much.
That's yours, Vicky. You can go now.
So
I don't mean go. You
we
can
saw
go
the
there.
ganache had kind of separated.
Yeah.
You bring it back, you warm it up a little bit in the microwave, and we added a little bit of milk
Yeah.
and just whisked it, and it came out perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, when this ganache is cold, if it was left in the bowl, what you could do is you could put it in your Kenwood or your mixer and make just beat it up like a truffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah. Don't ever throw it away. You can use it.
we actually use it as at home. We use it as chocolate spread on toast.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Yeah, and it's roughly just after a heavy meal. We eat that just before turning into the night. You know,
Right.
chocolate on toast.
I like chocolate on toast.
Yeah,
Right.
there you
Are
are.
we done?
Yeah, I'm going
Do we have to give it a bit of a shake?
Yeah. I would finish this with a bit of biscuit normally.
So is that tonight's live over? Well, we've got more things to show.
No, I want to. Do you want to get? What time is it?
We've got to finish something, haven't we?
Yeah,
Finished,
I want to
haven't we?
finish this.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I want to finish that. The
Are they staying with us?
Yeah.
Are you staying with us?
10:15.
Oh, is it?
quarter
It
to
might be
10.
11 when we're done. But
Well, maybe not though.
are you staying with us? Let us
No,
know.
I'm going home.
Unless they want us to finish it.
No, come on.
No? Yeah.
Keep going. I'm only winding you
Okay.
up.
Now what you
You're
can
not
do,
going nowhere.
what you can do with this, if you want it to finish, for example, this what we've made here, this chocolate cake biscuit, you put it in between the paper, 2 pieces of paper sheet with the biscuit mix inside, and roll it out until you get a very thin layer, and then put that in the fridge to make it cold. Cut it out round and put it on the top.
Ah, okay.
And that
Almost
would
like
be
you
your
would like a
base.
nugget, almost like a nugget layer where you cut it out
Yeah.
with
yeah.
a disc. Yeah.
Exactly.
Great
That's
idea.
a great way to use it.
Fantastic.
Where's
That's
that
a
really
brilliant idea.
fridge or freezer?
You can put that in the fridge. Look,
Pass it to that lady over there. She'll pop it in the fridge.
Okay, I'm just going to wash my hands. Let's.
I'll do that. You go mushrooms.
Okay, thanks.
Laura's going to heat everything.
Really?
Yeah, I said please. I did say please.
She doesn't want to melt your chocolate anymore.
So
Seems to be
Michael's
mixing
showing us various techniques, hints and tips this evening, quite a few different ideas. So the chocolate biscuit cake that Michael made earlier, the recipe will be pinned to the top of our Facebook page, and it'll probably be tomorrow when Maria's back for us. And Michael's also gone through the sponge cake with the layering of the ganache, and that's going to set basically in the fridge now. And what we'll do is we'll do a quick Facebook Live on Sunday and show you the finished product. And Michael will show you taking it out of the cake ring and taking the acetate off. and that will be the finished product of that one. What are we going to move on to?
What we're going to do now, we're going to actually show you how to start finishing this cake.
Oh, the chocolate biscuit cake, wonderful.
Chocolate biscuit cake. The other one will be, we'll finish the pink one, we'll do the dark chocolate and then we'll finish the pink one
Lovely.
Afterwards, so at least we can see everything together. And then I think on Sunday what we'll do, we'll have everything together.
Yeah.
All these little things like a French patisserie.
Oh, nice.
Because what I'm going to show you on Sunday is actually how to make a croquembouche.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, which is a complete. I'm the only one actually. The technique that I do is going to be quite interesting for you all to see and very
Wonderful.
tasty. Yeah, so we'll have like a French patisserie too.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're not doing royal icing on Sunday, then? Making a croquembouche.
A croquembouche with sugar and.
So we're not doing royal icing Sunday, just so we know.
We may do.
I think we'll just keep to the croquembouche.
Yeah.
And if anything else happens, it happens. Right, good. So what are we up to now?
So.
Do we need to clean this? Yep.
Yeah, just get something rid of the clumps on the floor. So these are actually. We don't have a marble slab. Well, we do actually, but it was too heavy to carry. So we're just actually using
A floor tile.
floor tiles. And these are perfect.
Don't worry, no one's walked on them. They were spare from my kitchen. Brand new out of the box.
Yeah.
We got a massive big slab of marble in the shed, and then we couldn't get it out because it was locked in by something. So we came up with this idea.
Yeah.
So our live on Sunday will be at 8 o'clock as usual. Michael has a class here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a very busy weekend for him. But we are keeping him in the kitchen. We're not letting him out.
We've just washed this, but the thing is with chocolate, you always have to make sure that you don't have water, because if you have water with chocolate, then it's going to go hard and set, and that you don't want. So I'm making sure that this is dry. Okay. So this is. I'm going to go that way. So this is same plastic. I need a palette knife, s'il vous plaît. Please.
What size palette knife do you need?
A little bit bigger, the same one. The one that I used before.
Karen, we've got the palette knife that Michael used before.
The bigger one.
I think it was an angled one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use this actually, but I prefer to, for the next step, we're going to use the other one. So, do you see that? That's
Yeah.
got to be there.
Can now, yep, fantastic.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to coat this with chocolate. Okay. And then instead of starting going like this, you work away from you and you put it towards. Okay, you follow that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so this is just melted chocolate. Okay, it's almost tempered there actually. But the chocolate has to go onto this plastic sheet. Now what you can do different designs of chocolate. You can put white chocolate on it, different designs. This is the easiest way to cover this, to go around the cake. I'm actually wondering which chocolate are we using?
Oh, I do.
This is one from Calicut anyway, so
Yeah.
let's get a little bit more on.
Karen, which chocolate was this that you used to melt?
Give me the 811.
This is the 811. We say in French, we say 811.
811.
We're sticking with the 811.
So, just got to take this from here underneath. You clean it off, huh?
Oh, look at that. That's good, doesn't it?
Okay, on the back, which it is to the cake, and all the way around. Okay. That now, this cake had come from the freezer. It would already be setting.
Yeah.
So it's room temperature now. So it's going to take a while. So what we can do, we can get it back in the freezer, and then we'll work on the next step.
So we'll just pass it to our friendly assistant over there. Who knows reasons why there's people in the kitchen. The freezer's on the other side. The small door. What are we doing now?
So I'm going to
So
start
this doesn't get
preparing
wasted, does it?
No. chocolate never gets wasted anyway, because you just have to make sure, storing chocolate, you just have to make sure that it's in good conditions. You know, you wouldn't put it in the refrigerator, which maybe takes smells. Just keep it in an airing cupboard, wrapped up well. And
do you want this? Do you need this one out, Michael? This cake out, Michael? Do you want this cake out?
No, let me just see what
Yeah.
it's like. Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be fun. How long do we have?
How long do we have?
Yeah.
How long do you want?
Bearing in mind my back's broken and I'm about to pick one of these ladies off a chair.
And I'm up at 6.
Okay?
And I'm up
You're
at
up
6.
You're up at 6, are you?
Oh.
No, but honestly, we've got, you know, whatever you want to do within reason.
Okay.
Because people are
Yeah,
loving,
keep it in the
loving
freezer.
life.
Sorry, in the freezer. Yeah, sorry. So, what we're going to do now? I want to make like a fan out of the chocolate.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
yeah.
Okay.
We're going to be working. Normally, you'd be working on a marble table. So we're actually going to be working on the tabletop here, on these tiles. Now, this is going to be too thick to work with. So, I did take some.
So would you like us to melt it again?
No, can you pass? No, just stay where you are. Don't move.
I'm not moving off the chair no more. I've done it.
Looks like white wine.
Hey?
Looks like white wine.
Keep them busy. I'm coming back.
Keep them busy. So, just as a very quick recap, Michael Lewis Anderson's in the kitchen with us this evening, and we know lots of you have been looking forward to having him here. We've got a full weekend. We've got a full weekend packed of classes. So Michael's doing some fantastic content of royal icing. We've got ladies here in the kitchen who were on the course with him
Are you all
tomorrow,
excited?
Saturday, Sunday. Very, very excited, aren't you, ladies? We've got a kitchen full this evening.
How many people is in here, Laura? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Nine.
10, 11 with you.
With me, 11.
Full.
Wow. Fabulous. It's a very full kitchen. So yeah, we're not normally like this. So if you've tuned into our Facebook Lives before, it's just normally me, Maria and Carol, a guest if we've got a guest, and at the very most Karen to help us out, or John pops in and out.
I think he stayed well away
But
tonight.
he has stayed well away tonight, yeah. John popped in before the live and very quickly went
He
out.
came in, he fed everybody and he went...
Yes. Yeah, so if you're new to watching the Facebook Live, it's a fun, friendly and informative tutorial. It really is, and we always like to keep it light-hearted. Of course, we always, you know, much appreciate our guests that come in and offer their advice, their hints and their tips, but we love to keep it light-hearted and fun and friendly, and that's what the content's about. You know, of course, when you've got methods and techniques to go through, that's what we concentrate on. But in the meantime, it's all about entertainment, and we basically want you to enjoy what you're watching.
Are you lot enjoying it or are you falling asleep?
No,
Right? Are you sure? Kept them fed. Kept them fed. Don't forget, like and share for this prize.
Yep.
Fabulous prize. The whole load of goodie bags off Calabo Chocolate. And they've given us all the chocolate for tonight, which is very generous of them. I'm giving you this, and I'm scoffing this. So here we go. Right, Michael.
So here we are. Okay, just the melted chocolate. Okay. If I put this directly onto the marble slab, it's going to go hard. We don't want that. Okay. So put a little. It's not champagne or whatever.
I know it looks
it's
like a
that,
nice white wine.
It
Actually.
does, doesn't it? It's
Yeah. It's quite tempted.
it's oil.
I'm glad I did it.
Oil.
Yeah, vegetable oil. No smell. You want something neutral because you don't want to take. So you just put a little bit in just to break it down.
What are we going to do with this?
This I'm going to then put on here, and then I'm going to have to really work hard with it. This is one of those things that when you do it the first time, it may not work. It may not work, so you have to remove it from the table and then redo it again. Because the consistency of the chocolate, it's just to get that chocolate right, you know. It's with the eye.
Are they all still amazed that Michael hasn't covered anything?
Yeah, they said before.
Can you just mention that me and Karen are?
Oh, yeah, you take a minute for him. Got an apron on.
Quite clever you, aren't you? How you've done that tonight.
That I.
Right? That you look immaculate and we're covered.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Karen can't even bring herself on camera. She's got that much on.
Oh, bless her.
All over.
Yeah.
What's good is if I don't know if we have this in England. Oil from walnuts. You know walnut oil?
Yeah, sure there is.
Yeah, so walnut oil mixed with the chocolate. That is. That's great. Yeah, that's really, really good.
There's going to be a massive surge on walnut oil tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow she's going to be having walnut oil or in Asda or whatever.
We'll find it. We've got enough posh little delis around here.
It will be some sort of delicatessen.
It will be.
Isn't it?
There's a nice one in Didsbury actually. I bet they've got it.
Here we go. We're getting there.
So this is oil that Michael's adding to the chocolate. It's flavourless oil, so any sort of vegetable oil or anything like that.
It's not castor oil or cod liver oil. Do you remember those cod liver oil tablets? Did you ever fed those as a kid? Oh my God!
I had a big lug of castor oil. My grandma told me to bring my babies on because they'd gone overdue. I was having twins. I was 2 weeks overdue.
Yeah.
And she said to me, "Take some castor oil, Carol." I took the castor oil. Believe me, those twins shot out within 12 hours. I would never recommend it. No, I delivered one in the hallway.
Oh my God!
That's how fast they were. Yeah.
Apparently, walnut oil is sold in Sainsbury's, Asda, or Tesco.
Oh.
I don't know whether anybody wanted to know that information on delivering babies so quickly.
Well,
but I did have bonny twins.
You can imagine. So you're gonna have to put your over there a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And it's the way to do this. Let's do it this way. I just want to get you get the best filming. So get it across there. Okay. So if this is going cold, you can still rewarm it. Okay. Across there, and then you have to go like this.
Why do you have to do this?
You're going to see what happens. We have to make it.
You could have made me feathers for me swan from this if you'd used right.
I could. We're going to get that swan done.
Eh?
Swan that you're not
the swan that we're now not having.
You will get it.
I've been telling him for weeks. He said, "What do you want me to make a swan?"
And I thought, well, somebody else is on
What
it.
type of
And I
swan
don't
do you
know how to
want?
make. I don't.
I've had all sorts of pictures of swans from Michael with crowns on and everything, and he comes on. He's making some for the Queen.
Of course. Well, you're the Queen.
I know, but I didn't know I liked that.
Oh.
Yeah. See? So this is actually going to start going cold. If it's a marble tabletop, it will go colder quicker. And I'm just wondering how I'm going to work with this in a minute because I need to go there. So.
Yeah, you can actually see the colour changing.
Can't you?
Yeah, the shine's going.
It can actually do with a little bit more oil inside. You've got to make it block, actually.
You can see it going to a block.
It should work. Let's hope.
Are we winging this again?
This is winging it. Yeah, because this is not good. It's too warm, this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it'd be my fault. I'll be having to get out
What
of
did
the
we have
marble.
on before? Yeah. Oh, we had that hot wing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly Paul are going to be watching this and saying, "You're going to kill him. You're going to kill this guy. What the bloody What's he doing?" No,
Listen,
that
we're
part
doing
there's
it
too
our-
thick, actually.
We're doing it our way.
Yeah. And I don't have the right material. I don't have the right marble slab, and normally I would have a space
Don't
like
blame
this.
your tools.
I'm not.
Should we ever work with anything under pressure?
Me?
Yeah. Come on. You should know all the tricks. It's looking very cold to me, that. We're getting shavings of chocolate chucked at us over here. Are we? Are we getting shavings of chocolate over here?
Do you want to see how quickly top chocolate melts at body temperature?
So, comments, feedback, Laura, how's our audience doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Esther has just put, why do I find this so satisfying to watch? It's like one of those YouTube videos, isn't it? You know, when you watch like putty going through a mixer or something random like that. And that, it's just mesmerising to watch.
And who was that said that I had a sexy voice?
Oh, I can't remember who it was.
That sounds...
Don't worry, you've not just had one positive comment tonight, you've had quite a lot.
Oh, la.
Oh yes, you have. Quite a few admirers.
And it's funny because I don't like to look at it afterwards. It's like when I'm in the newspaper or do something like that. I don't like to rewatch
Do you
it.
not?
No.
I must admit, I don't watch any other lives anymore. I used to watch
I can't
them.
bear hearing
I
myself.
can't stand my own voice, yeah.
No, I can't stand hearing myself.
Ooh.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
So, cake,
See,
please.
you knew
Maestro.
what you was doing, didn't you?
Maestro, cake, please.
Maestro, come on. Put you to work.
You were just blagging us there, weren't you?
No, I wasn't actually. Because I did say that you can add more oil.
Yeah.
No, the chocolate one, please.
Oh.
Yes.
That one?
How many have you got?
I mean, yeah, I was just going to ask. How many you got? Do you know what you can show me? It's the ones that we did with the rest of the biscuit. Because people were asking me what to do with it when we got too much left over. Okay. Yeah. I just filled some up inside there.
Oh, lovely idea.
Yeah. So you can, if you put this on your baking tray
Pour chocolate over it.
and just pour chocolate over it, or your ganache, which would be, and then you would get these little naughty bits. You just go a little around the edge.
Lovely
That's a
idea.
job for you to be doing tomorrow,
Very nice.
Karen.
Would you like to taste those, ladies?
Oh,
So now back to this. Here we are.
That's it, don't you cut slices?
So let's try and find the seam.
The broken one.
Here we are. This will come off. You see?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you just drop that down? I've missed that for me filming. She's going to go mad. It's just reversed.
Go back.
Sorry.
I'm used to
I
this.
missed this.
There we
Right,
go.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, and then back. And then we just
She's going to go mad with me.
just
Maria.
click it. Do you
I
see?
reckon I'm going to be sacked.
You seen the seam?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
drop it down for me now. That's it.
Okay,
Doesn't that
now.
look good, that?
Yeah, wait a minute, Dak.
Well, come down, come down.
Dak.
Yep.
I have to say,
Do you have
I
a
think I
nice clean board, please?
Yeah, we have
yeah,
one.
our friendly assistant who's covered in chocolate has got
Thank you.
everything organised. Yeah, Karen.
So there you are.
Wonderful.
There we go. I love that round the side. Isn't that lovely?
That's
and
easy,
neat?
isn't it?
Can we just bring it into the middle, Carol, please?
Yeah. Can you
Low
show
down.
them?
There you
So
are.
underneath this camera
That's
here.
it.
Okay,
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
okay.
And
This
now
is
can you
finish
show it
it.
to me?
Everyone needs to see.
Yeah, that's great.
And if the thing is, if you could smell what we can smell,
Yeah.
This
it's
was-
this. So now this is one of. This you can also buy.
Pardon? It's what?
This you can also.
These you
This
can-
is actually for stripping.
Yeah, stripping paper.
We bought 5 of these cheap from the co-op.
This is from the stripper. So you got different sizes also,
Yeah.
okay? This is
Was
is
it a pack of 3 or a pack of 5 from the co-op?
no, that was the
wasn't it?
brushes.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've got a pack of 5 brushes from the co-op. Asda.
Asda.
They're in, yeah.
Is it Asda?
Yeah, it's Asda.
Yeah. Okay. So
And these were a pack of 3.
you have to put your finger here. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And start from there,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you get a curl like that. Okay.
That's
And this
amazing.
is just going to go.
Oh.
And we put the bit inside there. Do you see that there? I cannot actually.
Um,
I can put
no.
that there.
Is that okay? Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
yeah, that's
amazing
okay.
if you could. Beautiful. Wow.
Right, wait there to see if I can film this. My back's frigging broken.
Is it?
Oh.
Okay. Oups, shit. Excusez French. Je parle très bien français. Hein? Okay. There you are. Okay.
I think Caliber might sack us afterwards.
You think that?
You know that visit we were supposed to be going to? Well,
It might have just been cancelled.
You need actually a little bit more oil
We're meant to be
inside.
star guests us in a few weeks.
When are you going?
We're going to. We've been invited to the academy, Caliber Academy.
That's great.
Yeah.
But when are you going?
16th of March.
16th of March. Where am I? 16th of March. Oh, I'm at Caliber.
they're definitely going to cancel us now.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can come. Do you want to come?
16th of March. Where is it actually?
Oxfordshire, Banbury.
Here. Banbury is like Banbury Cross.
I don't know. Wherever Banbury is.
No.
Banbury's in Oxfordshire, isn't
Oxfordshire, yeah.
That's I like them when they're like this.
Yeah, I love
That's
that, isn't it? Isn't that good?
beautiful.
I tell you what, you've turned up Trump shoe.
I've turned up Trump Tavern. Okay.
It's one of those things that it's all now coming together, isn't
You
it?
can stay
It
now.
is.
You're saving the day. I wasn't quite sure what we was going to get at the end of this live.
Oh, Jay McDougall's just said we are learning from the master tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
No,
lovely.
thanks.
Well, I hope you've all had a great time. It has been fun in here tonight, hasn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
I hope you as an audience have had a great time. It is hard to putting things under pressure like this, isn't it? And
Yeah.
poor Michael's had no sleep, believe me. I was talking to him last night and you've had a job come in last night that you had to prepare, didn't you? And I said, I'm going to bed. He said, well, I've got to stay up till 3, 4 doing these, and then you were going straight to the airport,
That was
weren't you?
it, yeah.
Then here, then took him out for his breakfast, and then he's had 25 dummies to
No,
cover.
the breakfast was
Wow.
the best part because
Yeah.
she was taking me out for an English breakfast, a full augment of everything, you know. And what do you want to eat? I said, oh, I'm going to take the avocado on toast. Oh, you're quite. There wasn't any smoked salmon. I like smoked
Oh,
salmon
what a
with it.
shame.
And then Karen has done all the boards. God bless Karen. And Michael's had to come back.
And Michelle helped.
And Michelle
Yeah.
helped, yeah. And then Michelle's been like rolling paste all day, hasn't she?
She's up, yeah.
Yeah. And then Michael's had to come in and cover the drums. Karen has had to put all the ribbons on, haven't you, Karen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Karen ever wants to see a blue dummy ever again. Do you want to
You're calling me a blue dummy now?
Do you want to pass one so we can show what Karen has been up to?
So, yeah, what we're going to do also, we're going to rewarm this.
Yeah,
Can
and
you
we'll-
just hold, are you free, Carol, just to hold that
No.
cake up just so we can see?
Did you wanna?
So just let me just show you. So there's been 25 of these made in class today. So ready for the next 3 days of classes. So that's how many students he's got in. So there you go.
Fantastic.
All hard work with Karen Michelle.
And
And then,
it's,
do you want to see where we're up to with this?
it's the first time, no? It's the first time you've done royal icing. And
Yeah,
they're
never
actually
was
going to be
before.
learning how to do
So
things we would
he's
learn
going to
on
melt some
third
more
year.
chocolate to make
That's
some more.
beautiful.
Ooh.
Do you see that okay?
Yeah, perfect. That's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you.
What do you need doing now? Do
Well-
you need the chocolate melting again?
We're going to melt that again, and I'm going to show you what happens when we have a little bit more oil inside.
Are we still amazed that he hasn't got any on him yet?
Absolutely.
You haven't got one bit on you, have you?
No, look at the
Oh,
pants.
no.
Everything else.
On his shirt cuff.
Oh,
We've got
your
one
shirt
on your
cuff.
there.
That's nothing.
I just washed that shirt for you tonight.
And there is a bit on his jacket. This bit, but there is a bit.
I tell you what, it wouldn't be like that if I was wearing white. Trust me.
It wouldn't be like that if any of us were doing it, would it?
Yeah, sorry. I'm going
Do you want to go wash
my
your
hands
hands from?
now,
Do you want me to clean this up?
Yeah, just scrape it a little bit, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Have you tasted it?
Chris Moore has just put, I live on my own, think my neighbours...
Have you tasted it?
Chris Moore's just put, I live on my own, think my neighbours will wonder why I'm crying with laughter. So I'm glad we're keeping you entertained.
I'm just trying to suss out what Vicky is trying to tell me.
Sorry.
About the taste.
Sorry, have you tasted the biscuit cake? It is
Have I tasted it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because he's just done sample. Is that all I got left?
Oh my god, it's delicious.
When you taste it, you'll know why.
That's why there's 11 in the kitchen and I got that bit.
Tasted that.
Have you had a taste?
I don't eat.
I told you. Now do you see why there's only that tiny
That
bit?
is good.
I've got
That's good, that, is it?
fridge, you know.
Yeah.
What's in that again?
200 grams of.
Butter.
Butter.
200 grams of.
Icing sugar, 2
Two
eggs,
eggs.
200 grams of
Chocolate.
chocolate.
And 4
grams
Yeah.
of biscuits.
Biscuit.
Rich
Well
cheese.
done.
That is good. I'm sorry, I didn't get.
No, it's
get to
okay.
finish
Just
my
leave it as it.
chocolate one.
Just leave it as it. It's good. As you
That
know,
is good.
I don't eat chocolate.
You know, how you know,
Yeah.
And I don't.
can I just tell you, you know, for you lot coming to this live tonight, so tomorrow you need to be at 8 to clean this kitchen. Ready for class.
That was actually the deal that you had to come here
Why
tonight.
we go for breakfast?
Yeah.
You know it's in here at 7, don't we, clean?
So you're going to see now that I'm doing it with a little bit more oil in to see how I can get it much thinner and you get it more delicate. You know, you get it more delicate and
just to confirm, anybody who's not here who's in class tomorrow, the class starts at 10. So don't get here for 9. I'm only joking. Karen is in at 7. She's cleaning. We're going for breakfast. So anybody who's here tomorrow, if you can get here for about 20 to 10, we'll do nicely.
The email does say
Yeah, the email
9:30.
doesn't.
I know, but we've just delayed it.
Oh, okay.
Just now.
These two are knackered because they've had a long journey. So,
Just checking. Just
yeah, it does say that's. But I also know some people are watching who are coming tomorrow. So can we make it 10?
I'm going to do something now.
What are you going to do now?
I'm thinking of, we're going to
What do you
melt
mean?
the pink,
Melt.
the ruby.
You sure?
Yeah, we're going to melt the ruby because I want to do something else rather than just that. This is plain. We're winging it. Okay.
What would happen if you put too much oil in? Would it?
You would remove it, then you'd have to put a little bit more chocolate if you have too much oil inside.
Okay.
But you can. It's one of those things you just have to test, see what's the best. It depends on the marble. It depends on the temperature outside. You know, so it's the chocolate just has to be melted, just warmed. You know, you keep it. You would in a professional kitchen, you would have a warm cabinet actually. So you would keep your chocolate inside this warm cabinet, and it stays like that all the time. So when you need the chocolate, you would just take what you need and use it. You wouldn't have to spend your time warming it like we're doing here. So it's
So
a little-
Alex has just asked, does the oil change the taste of the chocolate?
Is that Alex who's coming tomorrow?
It would. The oil is neutral, so you're not. Do you want to taste it and see? You just give
So
it.
it's a flavourless oil, basically.
You're not gonna taste anything. The oil is neutral.
tonight.
It's
Well,
a
so there's no
flavourless oil.
If you're going to use an oil which is with nuts, like we're talking
No,
about,
it's delicious.
then it would be. Then you'll taste it.
Yeah.
Sticking your finger in
But
the
then you're
oil?
working in the sense that you would want the nuts to give a flavour to the chocolate.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's
you're
an
working in
intention,
different-
isn't
yeah.
it? If you're doing it with like the walnut oil, like Michael said before, that's an intention to make that
I'm
flavour.
looking for the roll of there it is.
But yeah, if you're using any other oil, like a vegetable
Can I
oil,
have
it's a
that cake?
flavourless
The
oil.
pink one, please.
So Sharon Rose just said, can you not keep the chocolate warm in a slow cooker? So just to maintain the heat.
Fondue thing.
Yeah, why not? There's you just have
But when you have
there's
to
no
keep
water in the
stirring
slow
it,
cooker.
No, there's no water.
No.
No.
No, so it should be
You
okay,
have
but you
to
have to
keep
always
stirring
be
it.
careful that it doesn't burn underneath.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You have
No.
to be stirring it all the time, wouldn't you?
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
What about the melting pots? Would they work?
I think it'd work the
Melting
same way as a
pot.
slow
Yeah,
cooker.
I think.
Chocolate
Yeah.
milk.
So the bottom of it would get hotter first, wasn't it? So you would have to keep.
Michael, it's done, but this bowl's very hot.
Okay.
Well, do I just put it down for a minute then, so you're not
We're
burning your
gonna
hands?
So
just do
just,
it.
you see everything? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here we are. We're on to the
So just remind us this.
So this is the pink one
the
that we
ru-
made with
what
the
we-
ruby chocolate.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay. What we're going to do? We're going to do the
it's
same
got
as
so
this.
pale pink, that doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be nice when it's
Yeah.
cut.
I will say it did
Yeah.
taste very nice.
And you can see the crisp pearls at the
Oh,
bottom.
should I be filming this? Don't
Yeah.
take anything off yet.
Yeah,
No,
I think you
sorry. Forgetting myself.
Rewind.
Thank you.
I know. Full sympathy for Maria trying
This
to
is
put
after
this
10
together.
now.
It's after 10. We can be
She's going to kill me. I've realised I filmed it on my own phone.
okay. I'm already seeing that's going to look nice with those little beads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking good.
And you're gonna eat that, and you're gonna get those little balls which are bursting, you know, and quite tasty. So
I actually didn't film it. Oh, she
you
didn't
didn't film it.
No.
You want to do it again?
I'm not stressed out.
Okay, here we go. So I'm used to doing TV, so I know what it's
Right,
like.
Wait.
So
Yeah.
So here we are.
There we go.
Just to remove this. Okay.
Can you bring it
There
down
you
here?
Do you want me to do it again?
I do, unfortunately. I thought you lifted it 5 foot off the air. My back's gone. Right, can we do it properly?
Okay.
Right, you film it there at that level. Right, go.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go around this way, so my hand is not passing in front.
Super. There you go. Why didn't
Isn't
you do
that
the
we're
first time?
professional?
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Amazing.
So, a piece of paper, please, again.
We can do the whisk cake.
We're going to do the same but in pink.
Do you not need a bit more brown for around there?
That's what that's there for, but I want to get this around done. So otherwise we're going to be on until midnight. I'm just trying to think,
I can feel it.
No, it's going to be quickly finished. So, let's see. I want to measure this. I need to know how much I'm going to use without...
He's not sat outside, is he? Does he want to come in? He can come in. So it's time to come in.
Who sat outside?
Her husband.
Is it
They've
good?
got queued up now. You. Do you want to tell him to come in? Who wants to do the filming or who wants to run and let him in?
So, can I have the pink, please?
Is he outside? I think so.
He needs a pink. He needs a pink.
The pink and a clean palette knife.
Before you go anywhere.
And a clean palette knife. Thanks.
Karen, do you want to do the filming, me run and get him, or do you want to go and get him? Is he confirmed?
You're going to miss
Come in?
this and then you're going to be angry.
No.
Yeah. Karen's going to get him. She'll open the gate for that now. I'm filming you now. Come on.
Okay. This is just melted chocolate, it's not tempered. Okay? It's all gone quiet.
I know, everyone's concentrating
Yeah, but I
now.
like this bit. Don't you like this bit? I like this bit.
Yeah. I'm going to leave that like that. Because I want it to be a little bit higher and we can see what effect we're going to get. Okay, so it's the same thing. That may be a little bit too high, but let's see what's going to happen when we get that into the... I'm not going to close it properly, it's just going to close that it's pinched. You see that?
You left a gap.
Yeah, there is a little... It's kind of just touching it. Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to go in the freezer again, please.
Good timing, though.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Those are the pink nails.
Yeah. Today she said, "Oh God, I forgot what time we went. We went now with Thursday. Oh my God, my nails." I thought something had gone wrong, you know.
I was due for my nails at 4 o'clock. Completely forgot all about it. It didn't help that I turned up on Tuesday for my nails.
Oh, thinking it was... Oh, right,
Thinking
okay.
it was my
On the wrong
appointment.
day.
And then I was here. I was just washing my hands. I just happened to say something. And I was, oh my God. It's 4:10 and I'm supposed to be in for my nails at 4. I just left you all. I don't think you even knew where I went, did you? I just
We did.
ran
Sitting
off.
down for my nails.
Michael, could you tell us what the difference is between melted chocolate and tempered chocolate, please?
No.
Yeah.
Too late.
Okay, let's
So
go
no,
home.
melted chocolate. You just have to melt it, but you don't have to overeat it. Otherwise, if you overeat it, then you're still kind of damaging the structure of the chocolate, and you have more difficulty.
Hello, husband.
Hello.
The blokes are coming in now.
They're rolling in from the pub.
Go down that end and make yourself a brew.
So this is your one. Not her husband. And tempered chocolate, you have to imagine that chocolate's got different crystals. So it's like a puzzle. So you have to get these crystals together. If they're not together, then you're going to get a chocolate that's sometimes white or you call it chocolate bloom, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to temper the chocolate. First of all, you have to melt the chocolate, for example, like this. Each packet will tell you actually what it is. It's up to 50, for example, I'll explain to you. Here it's 45 to 50 degrees that you have to warm it, Celsius. Okay. Then you have to cool it down. So to cool it down, you can add the chocolate buttons inside. Okay, normally it's roughly, I think it's 1/3, if I can remember. Cool it down. It will take you down to a temperature of 27 degrees. Okay, then at 27 degrees, you have to lightly warm it again to 31, and then you have a nice temperature. Each packet tells you exactly how to do it.
Fantastic.
Normally you would do it on, you would have a bain-marie, you would have a pan with hot water inside. You just have to bring it to the boil, but make sure that chocolate melts.
And don't get any water in it.
And don't get any water in it, yeah.
Fantastic.
Or you just melt it in the microwave, very slowly, 30 seconds at a time. And then you crystallise it with this nucleus. Professional way is actually to put 1/3 of it on the table, cool it down, and put it back into the melted chocolate.
Okay.
So, yeah. And the best way is to have a machine. And it's just tempering it all the time for you.
Yeah.
And that's the best way. And if you're actually thinking about making chocolates or doing something professional with it, then it's really worth doing it because it makes your life a lot easier.
Fantastic.
So here we go again. Oops. You see, this is more fluid. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
and
see
there's
the
a
difference.
shine now.
Yeah.
So
So just to confirm, anybody who's in class tomorrow, it's going to start at 10. If you don't get the message, don't worry. You'll
Yeah, I've been sitting having
you'll be
a
having a longer
and
cup of tea.
clean up.
I thought it was beginning at 10 anyway. No,
Well, I did till these told me 9:30 earlier.
all right. I thought it was 9:30 to come here for a drink.
Yeah, we
Yes.
always say to get here
Yeah,
for
that's it.
9:30.
I think you lot could do with an extra hour in bed, couldn't you?
Yeah,
I should get somebody to do this. This is one of those things that you have to get somebody rather
It's
than
fair.
do.
You've been on your feet all day, haven't you, Karen?
I'm going to Wales tomorrow afternoon.
Whereabouts in Wales are you going, Karen?
Benningrove. Just before Pastati.
I do. I like that.
You like that, dear?
It is.
Yeah.
It is something about that, isn't it?
It does actually smell very good, and it's
Everybody silent watching.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
concentrating now.
silence is golden, isn't it?
Yeah. Helen Miles is asking, is it 10 on Saturday? What time on Saturday?
It will be 10 on Saturday.
10 on Saturday as well, Helen.
And
10 in the evening.
10, yeah. I think because we've got such long days anyhow, but I would probably say 10. If she gets here for 9:30 for a cup of tea at
Yeah,
9,
yeah,
which is what we said, get here for 9:30. I think.
absolutely.
Yeah, Helen is travelling up tomorrow. She's got a car full, Alan.
Oh, is everyone
Yeah.
car sharing?
Yeah. Which is great, isn't it? It's car share.
Yeah, it's a good
Good idea,
idea,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's good. And where do the people stay? They stay in hotels or they stay with friends? Or
No, these are staying in the same hotel, so I think Helen's husband's driving up because of the football is on. United is
Yeah.
on. She's bringing Elaine with her and another lady, I think Rita. Is it Rita? Yeah, they're all coming together.
you see how easy that is?
Yeah.
That's much better, isn't it?
Yeah, that happened a lot quicker, didn't it?
It did.
And it's spread much further as well,
Yes.
hasn't it?
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
have much on.
Exactly.
How's our little girl coping? Are you coping?
He's tired.
Are you tired? What is your name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
No.
No. I'm going to drag her over
You
here.
want to come and give everyone a wave? Let them know we've got a little one in the kitchen.
She's the one that's doing the dishes after. Start them off young. It's not slave labour, child labour. It's starting them off young. A good education.
I'm a safeguarding lead.
Are you all staying in the same hotel, you lot?
Yeah.
Absolutely, Emily. Sensible girl, stay away from her.
We're all next door to each other, aren't we, as well? So you've got how the woman's put us all together.
So,
Right. You got a sweat on there, Michael.
I've got a...
Right.
Okay, here we go.
You made that look easy.
Just have to make sure.
It does, doesn't it? I
It
quite
is,
like that.
it
don't
is
you?
actually easy. It
No, but I'm
is.
quite happy to give that a go. Now I've got my own tiles here.
It's actually, this is gorgeous. I didn't have a, when I went into the kitchen this one, I went, that's what I need. And he said, yeah, that's what we're going to give you. No, that's a little bit too soft, this part. That's better. You see that, how shiny it is? Yeah. The first time I did this, I was in Germany, working in Germany, and it was, yeah, and we used to fill the table, we filled the table, which was quite long, and we used to have all these huge cakes. It's a company called Einemann. Look at that, how beautiful that is.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Much better. isn't
These
it?
are looking better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not know what you were doing the first time?
I didn't know what I was doing, but I did tell you, didn't I? Look at that.
That's lovely.
Look at
Yeah,
Marie
show you.
Antoinette owl. I'll do that another one in a minute.
You're going to show the audience when you do that. Show the camera.
Yeah. You can see.
Why don't you have a go, Carol?
Aye.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a go? Go on.
Let me get to the end because I want to
No
finish
pressure.
cake.
Michael, what are you saying?
And this is, because there's oil in it, it's much easier to cut then. Yeah. Can you see the cake?
No.
No! Oh God.
I was
Right,
waiting
you can
till
put it there in
finished.
that white bit now.
Let's put it there.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you are.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Give it movement, you know, rather than keeping it flat.
Absolutely beautiful.
fluffing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fluffing
Very
it up.
decadent, isn't it? You know, luxurious.
What does everybody
paint.
think?
Stunning. Absolutely
You
lovely.
like that?
Aren't they good? They're all staying with us as well, aren't they?
So, when you're doing a chocolate truffle cake, you know the towers?
Mhm.
Exactly the same, you just cover it with curls.
Beautiful.
That's another step. And who wants to come here to learn how to do chocolate?
Why do you want to do a chocolate class?
We can do a chocolate class, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I would like to show them how to make chocolates and pralines.
Yeah.
You know the chocolates where you see
Should
the
we do
colours
that
in?
as a class? Should we do that class later on?
When you
Yeah.
see the chocolates
Yeah.
in the palette and show them really how to make different ganaches
We
and
could do that as a
flavours.
bit
That would be
towards
brilliant.
Christmas
Okay.
class, can't we?
Now those are
Oh, you've started them now. We'll do that as a class, say maybe October, ready for
I just want
Christmas.
to learn everything from you, Michael.
you want
Let's
to
be
learn
honest.
everything. That's
Yeah,
wonderful, thanks.
absolutely everything.
So it's I was actually the one that's started that. It was
Come on,
about
tell us what you developed, because you take on.
what I developed was do you know the George Easter egg?
Yeah.
That I did, if you look on my webpage, you see, and also in
Who's the
American
first?
Cake Magazine this month for Easter, you see a geode Easter egg like this with amethyst, and I'm actually behind it. It's that big, you know. And I did the unicorn Easter egg.
Wow.
So that was.
There we go.
No.
There you go.
No, you're gonna bugger your nails up.
Go on, what can I do?
Okay, you have to hold it like that. Let me finish this,
Oh.
and then you've got the rest of the on.
I get the scraggy little bits.
No,
don't
no,
I?
no, no, no. So.
It's looking good, that. Doesn't it look
Yeah.
fantastic?
Gorgeous.
So
What are we going
this,
to do with the pink cake?
It's going to look the same.
so this was just chocolate and oil.
This
There's
is just
nothing
chocolate and
else
oil.
in it.
No. Love.
Are we doing the pink one tonight?
Just love.
No, we can do that.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
And is it going to go with that cake? You're going to layer it or what?
It's good. The pink will look a little bit different because you've got the sides up.
That means you don't
Ah,
get
yeah,
to
we've
taste
got the
it.
taller sides on it. And we've got a lot of people very interested in another class in the future. So,
Are there?
Okay,
Chocolate
that's wonderful.
class.
yes, chocolate class.
So now,
I'll do it on payment. So if Michael sorts the date out,
Yeah.
I'll do it on payment so they can start it.
yeah, you can start paying now.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
Come on in,
and
Michael.
it's not paid in natura. It's not paid.
Right. Do you want to
So-
do you want to finish this pink cake now?
Do you want to finish it? Who wants to finish? Who wants to see this pink
It's,
cake?
it's half 10.
Yeah. Do you want me to carry
What
on
did the
going?
guys want?
No, no.
And you
So
want-
what else did I create? You know the
I don't know, but you're going to
the
have to be
macaron.
quick.
The macaron. You know the heart-shaped macaron?
Yeah. Yes.
I started the heart-shaped
Yeah.
macaron.
And what did you do with the unicorn? See, it's very good to know that when you taught something to give recognition to that person, so when you copy it and go on. But what
Yes.
happens is people forget to mention them, and then along the line, somebody else does that demo and they forget to say
Yes.
that they was done it. It's like when I was on Baked In, I did the hedgehog cake with Paul Bradford,
Yes.
but it was Nicola from the Little Peach Cakery who showed me how to do that. So I gave her
Give
that
credit,
acknowledgement.
yeah.
But the Baked In boys wanted to give me the acknowledgement,
Right.
and I had to tell them no. It was Nicola, and it's just nice to pass
Yeah,
it on,
it
isn't it?
The unicorn was actually copied by somebody in America, and it was put on Facebook, and that person had actually bought Facebook likes. I've never even seen, thousands and thousands of likes on the Facebook, and I thought, what's this? And a very good friend of ours went really was very protective against that. Yeah, it's okay, I know what I've done, you know. So,
Finishing sparkle gold.
This
Finishing
is the
sparkles.
magic spray that everybody has actually. We've already had people commenting saying, "Where's the glitter?"
Oh, it's
So
out now.
we knew it would be
Look at
out.
this.
They're glitter,
Right, how
yeah.
long will it take to make the pink one, or should we do it on Sunday? But you've also got a Rubon bouche or whatever it is you're
A
going to do.
rhubarb.
Bouche.
Croquant bouche.
A Roost bouche. What's it called? Croquant bouche. What is
Croquant
it?
bouche.
I don't know. It's a bouche summer.
You know what we're gonna do to get it done?
Yeah.
We're gonna change that plaque for this one, and then we've got that.
And how quick will you be? Can you stop talking?
Yeah, I can stop
Right,
talking.
Right, come on, knock it out quick. Come on.
Let's get that
Out
ribbon.
quick.
No,
Laura's got to be up at 6.
Where's the
Don't be
ribbon?
in early.
Where's the ribbon?
Ian will be in time.
It's not finished.
I'll send John in.
Where's the ribbon?
James is only until 9.
Ribbon.
I've got you.
I did take
I'll send
a
John
reel of ribbon.
A wheel of ribbon. What do you want a wheel of ribbon for?
Acetate or blue or
What are you looking for?
actual
There
ribbon?
was a
Ask
ribbon.
everybody, do they want to stay and see the pink one be done now?
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course.
What do you want?
Of course they
Some
do.
ribbon to go around. It's not finished.
We can get you some ribbon. Don't
I'll
worry
get the
about
ribbon,
that.
don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We'll do that for photos tomorrow. Are you girls happy to stay or do you want to go now?
Okay.
Hey? Yes, boss. Right.
We've
What
got
do you want to do? Do you want to go and get the big? Do you want to get the little or not?
No, she's awake.
Oh, you're staying? Do you want to see the big one?
We'll get you some chocolate and keep you going.
Right, let's get this tile out. What about you? Are you staying? Right, you know when I said the class starts at 10 tomorrow?
Oh
You're
no,
here at 7. So, be not.
poor people.
Let me just stick that, if you stick that box straight.
So obviously we have already gone over time. So anyone who wants to stay with us, we are going to go over again. Michael's going to show you how to finish the pink cake that we did before with the ruby chocolate. So we're just going to finish decorating it with the chocolate curls, just so you've got another finished product with the ruby chocolate. So we do of course appreciate you staying with us. We know we have a very loyal following, so it's much appreciated. We're still over 280 viewers at the moment. We can't quite believe it.
That's good.
So yeah, thank you very much for
At this
joining
time,
us.
3 hours in.
We've been at it 3 hours, have we?
Yeah, 280. No, 280.
280.
Yeah.
180.
We've dropped 2. So the chocolate that we've used this evening, this line has actually been sponsored by Calibo Chocolate. So all the chocolate you'll see that's being used is by their brand. We have got a number of their lines on our website at sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. Anything that's out of stock will come back into stock from them. And so this is the gorgeous, so this is made with the ruby chocolate. Michael put the chocolate collar around there before, so he's made it a little bit higher than he did with the milk chocolate cake before, just so it's a little bit different in design. No pressure there at all, Michael.
No pressure at all, huh? And then we're going to have Miss Carol coming along asking us to put it back. And to do it.
Yes.
So here we go.
Fantastic.
Here you go, sir.
You did do it while I was
I
filming.
know.
You did it with Steve. Get it back.
So
Rewind.
that doesn't matter. That's going to be part of the effect. We need another cake board, please.
Yeah, I've got that. Don't touch.
That's okay. Yeah, not on there because it's going to be too warm. And then I need also some
got-
oil.
I've got
Yeah.
cake.
Are you liking it? Is everybody enjoying themselves?
Absolutely.
What about the husband? Being dragged in.
Yes, okay, it's great.
You've got some oil over there in that glass.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if it's enough.
I've got some oil.
There we are.
Mia's going to go mad with me with this filming. Listen, don't rely on getting a 1 minute video from this.
Just see what's going on in it.
You might have to sit on a wobbly chair and wobble while you watch it.
So, this is actually cool.
But it's been a great night though, hasn't it? Yeah. I know we're all knackered and tired. Can you skip breakfast in a moment?
Same again. First time I've done this, so we have to relax it down a little bit so we can make these beautiful.
So what do we call this? Relaxing.
I wish.
Relax it down.
So we're relaxing this with. Is that the official terminology? Or is
No,
this
I'm just making that up. It's a Michael's term.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. What's the official terminology?
I don't know. You just let it down.
Let it down.
Let it down.
Yeah,
Relax it down. Doesn't that sound nice?
yeah. No, should we put some music on?
So I've still seen that
I
bit.
bet people like watching you stirring that, but they're all getting mesmerised. Right, so we're getting good response.
That's because you're after the sexy voice, is it?
So I believe we're having good responses about doing a chocolate class later
Yes,
on in the
absolutely.
year,
That's
October.
really popular
And
at the
did you
moment.
just say
Yeah.
that you do macaron classes?
I can do macaron classes.
'Cause
Yeah.
I think I've got Wendy here going on in my ear. Do we want macaron classes?
Wendy wants every class.
I want every
Yeah.
class. I want to learn everything from him.
You want to learn everything from me?
Absolutely everything.
Should we just give you the annex upstairs?
Yeah.
No, I've actually already seen where we're actually kind of spreading through. You're gonna. Oh.
It's funny, I got a message on Facebook today and somebody said, can you just tell me where those stairs lead to?
Ah, I
It
really.
leads to my bedroom actually.
Yeah, they do.
And when you go up there and you go, wow,
It's
Yeah.
a lovely bedroom.
it's a lovely
so-
bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I believe you liked the carpet. The carpet was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got nice, thick, fluffy carpet.
yeah, it's very nice. And the bed's full of diamonds.
Yeah.
I
Is
think.
it? Has it got diamonds on it? Has it?
When the last time were you up there?
Well, I've never slept.
And the best thing is going up the stairs. This is an electronic lift with a chair on it. So when they've actually abused the people coming here to teach, they just have to crash onto that, and you push a button and it drags you up. You know. There is one thing though.
How long have I got to stand here filming this?
I'm just relaxing it
Well, my
down.
back's broke.
So that's okay.
Right, we're done.
Yeah.
Right, should I move over here? Goodness me.
That's okay. That's cold.
You've never done filming that before. Oh.
Let's put, I want this space here.
Yeah, give it Vicky, she'll look after it.
Watch that on the palette now.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
We need a palette knife again. No, that's the scraper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get your tools right, Vicky, get your tools right. I said that I was going to give him the same
Michael,
thing.
any of these do?
Yeah, let's try and get this one. It's another one.
Because the other ones are going to dishwasher.
Yeah.
Well, dramatic, can we not use the other one?
It's okay. It's gone quiet again.
I know.
Isn't that wonderful?
So they're all liking it, Laura?
Yeah, Lynn Burgess, we will be getting Michael back for some more classes. We just need to confirm
Oh,
dates
you're a
and they'll
hit,
be on the
you're a
Oh,
website.
God. Well, I've got to sell myself, haven't I? What do you want to learn?
Sensation!
So we'll go through the class content, but I think everybody's quite keen to do chocolate work.
Okay.
So we'll go through the class content with Michael, sort some dates out, and then we'll make an announcement and pop them on our website.
Yeah.
So we'll give you as much notice as we can.
Yeah, because I've got the Cake Illusionist being booked in as well. I don't know if anybody follows the Cake Illusionist. Hannah, is she called? But she's being booked in for October. Have you heard of the
Right.
Cake Illusionist? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know, I've got classes, I've not even got them on the website yet. Making myself dizzy.
Might be glad to think he needs to do a home.
Pardon?
Might be glad to incorporate temporary.
Yeah, I'll have that one because I've watched that one for you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I think if we did a chocolate class, I think
The
do you
chocolate
think
class
we should
would
just
be-
make this cake? Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not going to say
So we
that.
could do tempering, and then you could just knock in
No,
a few
if I
chocolates
would
in.
like to do chocolates and the people actually learn how to colour the cocoa butter and the different chocolates to be able to make the
Would they
different
learn
finishes.
tempering in that? Because I think
Yes.
we're all dying to have a go at this.
I think a lot of people do struggle with tempering though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I best not throw these slabs away. I've got a few more downstairs.
Yeah, there's quite a few people saying they're interested, and there's a couple of people from Kent, so they're all talking about car sharing, and we've got a lot of ladies who have similarly done that tonight. So they're all staying in the same hotel. They're going to car share on the way back to
Well,
and
the
from the
thing is,
classes.
we share the rooms.
And then,
especially-
yeah, if you're happy to, you can stay in the same hotel, share a room, whatever you want to do. and it makes it much easier for people. And then when we also do the same when people booked on the class and they're staying over, we always recommend the same hotels, and we always say pop it on the community page. If you're on a course and you want some company, if you're travelling on your own, pop it onto the community page and ask for anybody else that's on that class, and then you can car share backwards and forwards, and it just keeps you a bit of company as well if you're on your own.
You see the different colour happening with this now.
Yeah,
That's
it's
lovely, isn't
changing
it?
very quickly.
Yeah.
To me, it's the pink coming back now.
Yeah, it's
No, it's a
literally
reflection
watch it
from
change.
from a beauty
And the light.
pullover.
Yeah, that's a good idea, do car sharing. But I'll sort out some dates with Michael, and then the sooner I can get him on the website, the sooner you can pay a deposit and start paying weekly or monthly payments. 'Cause I think you all like that payment plan, which is good. It's very helpful, isn't it? Albeit, poor Laura's got to work it all out.
I've got invoices coming out my ears.
And that's without the little rolly going on.
Yes, oh my God.
Let's talk about the little
Oh
rolly.
no, please let's not.
Yeah, let's talk about the little rolly another day.
Oh yeah.
So as what you're seeing, I can do this with white chocolate also, and I created a
It'd be
cake.
nice, you know, if you did the chocolates with the different coloured chocolate,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? They made pink ones, gold ones, white ones, and brown ones.
If everything that we've done today, we can actually mix. You know, you spray the chocolate, you mix 90% of alcohol to 10% gold powder.
No,
You don't know that.
no.
You mix that into your in a little. You put 9 parts alcohol and 1 part powder,
You asked
gold
me to
powder.
get alcohol today, didn't you?
Yeah, and you mix that together, shake it up, put it in a spray, and you spray it, and you get the most beautiful gold cakes or metallic cakes, and it dries very quickly. Yeah.
Did you do that with rejuvenator? Spirit.
He was bringing some vodka in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, I'll bring some vodka in.
No, he's bloody doing royal icing tomorrow.
Yeah, don't be giving
Who
him
wants to
anything
do?
else.
Are we changing the cost to
What
chocolate?
are we doing tomorrow? Do you want to give me that cake, please, love? So here we
You
go.
can see tomorrow, I'll be doing the live tomorrow, and everyone will have done chocolate.
Wow,
Whoa!
That's
Yes, that
beautiful.
looks good.
that is
Let's see.
sexy.
Yeah. That's it. Everybody was saying, what happened to the royal icing?
Yeah. Well, we changed our mind. We had a class vote and we changed our mind.
All that blue gum is it?
I know, all them blue dummies. Yeah. White chocolate on them, they'll be fine.
Isn't this cake
I have to
decadent?
say, I think this is coming
Beautiful.
off much nicer.
It's
don't
nice,
you?
but
Yeah.
this is the one for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I like that.
And then you have to get the ruby.
Yeah.
You know when you're
So,
doing that?
so just let me say, the chocolate, not all of it is in stock, but it will be in stock next week. And the ruby only comes in 2.5 kilo bags, but it will be in. I'm just waiting for the delivery. That's all.
And it is actually very hard to get.
And what I will say is with Calibre that I have agreed that I am going to take on quite a lot of their range. So I'm just going to keep adding to it each month. Lots of different things that they do. It's part of the reason why we're going down to the academy. Learn about all the bits.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looks
Don't
like,
tell
that
John.
looks like scrunched
Eh?
up silk.
Just don't tell John.
John's staying
Like
here.
scrunched up silk. Like
Yeah.
Give you a box
Yeah,
of chocolate,
it's
scrunched up
beautiful.
silk there.
I'm going to take Laura and Karen with me because they do
You like
customer
chocolate?
services.
Did you-
Maria is going to kill us.
What's she doing in the service stations? What?
Customer
In the
service.
Oh, customer service. I
services.
thought you were talking about we're going to go down because she likes to get off at the service station. What's she doing in the service stations? She's gone red.
Laura, that's
She's gone red.
Does he know
I'm
about
going to take you
I don't know any on the
The stream's going again.
The stream's going again. Right, come on. Get it out. Get it
We're
out.
losing it.
We're losing it, am I?
Yeah. Yeah, we keep freezing. I'm struggling
Should we
with cameras.
stop? It might come back.
I know.
That looks pretty, doesn't it?
It does, but I want nice big ones in the middle. I don't want to just mess it
Trying.
around with little ones.
We may have to finish it on Sunday because I don't know if the stream's going to carry on.
Has anybody got the alarm on? You can put it on.
It's
Is it frozen?
Well, we're amber on the streaming. It's normally green
Right.
and it's gone amber. So it's intermittent. It's not stopped completely, but it's intermittent.
Right, I'm going to try to go back on, but I don't want to see the finished.
If you remove this, then you have the screen in front of you. No?
It's all linked.
Because it's interesting to have the face and what it is doing at the same
Right, it
time.
stopped.
It's stopped now. Right,
Stop.
just stop what you're doing. Well, you have to carry
No,
on
I'm going
doing
to carry
it
on with
again.
that.
Right, so we just have to wait. This is a trick for making it go cool, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So are we restarted now, Laura?
Yeah.
We're starting.
Yep.
Okay, so
So let me just tell everybody what you've missed. You've not missed much. All we've done is just temper some more pink. And Michael just needs to cool it down because this is quite warm.
it's quite well.
So he's just taken out some glass shells out of the freezer just to put on top to cool down. So we're going to finish this cake and then we're actually going to finish alive.
Yeah.
Don't break that.
No, I'm not going to break that. All these are going to go crazy. So think of that. So, here we go.
So the audience, if you all come back together, and those of you, ooh,
Whoa!
like that.
Didn't he do well? What's that from?
Good game, good game.
Bruce Forsyth.
Generation game.
No.
It's under the stairs. Can you just
So, we're working with this one now. Let's go for the bigger one.
We're going for the big one.
Yeah.
Oh right, go on.
Let's make some nice.
So is everyone coming back, Laura?
Yeah, we're starting to. We're over 100 already.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're doing well at this time of night to have this.
That's
type of
not bad,
audience.
is it?
No, you're doing very well.
So.
See ya. See you in the morning.
See the morning.
Oops.
Oops.
Nearly.
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 Where's that plaque? Let's get it on there. This is. I'm going to go back to the small one. Don't be too adventurous. There you are.
So we're just going to cool them off in the fire.
You can actually make these and just place them on a tray and keep them as a decoration, and then when you need them,
That's a good idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just use them as a.
So brilliant live tonight. Well done, Michael. We're really very,
Thank
very
you.
pleased. And it seems that there is a big demand for you to do chocolate classes. So talking of chocolate classes, I will talk to Michael one evening this week, one evening, not in the mornings, and we'll sort out some dates of when Michael thinks he can come back. And then as soon as I get it up, you can start
I'm going.
booking on.
It's gone.
You can
Is
book
it gone
already.
again?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Can you just film it at all? So we can.
It stopped.
Well,
That's it.
are we finished now?
It's gonna go.
Pardon?
It's gone again. Okay.
So,
There you are.
You hold this one?
I love the pink
Okay,
one.
guys, so we're back on. We're just going to show you the finished product. We know you missed the end of Michael decorating the pink cake, but we are having a few streaming problems. So we're just going to very quickly show you what he's done. Stay there, I can get your view there. Yeah. So we're just going to very quickly show you what he's done and then say thank yous, basically, before we go again.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a fantastic live, and what I'd like to say is thank you very much for being very patient and joining us tonight. It's been a 3-hour live, it's been a long night, but you know what, we've have had streaming issues, but it's been great to see each and all of you come back, which is absolutely amazing. These things do happen. We don't know why they happen, but you don't know whether it's the weather, you don't know whether you've got too many cameras on, we've no idea. But what I do want to say is a big thank you to Laura especially, because she's got to be in work at 6 o'clock in the morning. She stayed an extra hour.
Oh.
Big thank you to Karen, who was trying to get out 5 minutes ago, but is now blocked in by all the cars on the drive. Big thank you to Michael, who's not actually had any sleep for
Yes.
24 hours. Okay, God bless him. He's travelled in from Belgium, so an amazing live. And this man has not stopped today, and neither has Karen. Karen's been in here since 7 o'clock this morning, prepping for the classes. And a big thank you to you lot for coming and joining us
Yeah, thank
tonight
you.
as well,
And
which is
thank you.
great.
Yeah.
And I hope you've enjoyed this. And by the amount of people that have stayed with us all night, it appears
ideas that you have, which is amazing. Thank you to Calabo as well for sponsoring this live, and we will be doing the draw for your Calabo chocolate next week, so don't forget to like and share. Go and like and share each section of the live, but what I do want you to do is when Maria posts it, she's going to post it so that the whole lot will go as a full live on YouTube. She'll replay it again, and I'm going to get her to replay it again on Monday night as one full live, and then if you do see it, even if you don't watch it all, just like and share, like and share. That would be great.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
And big thank you to you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Just again.
You can look down.
And we will be back on Sunday
Yes.
with another Facebook Live with Michael at 8 p.m.
Which is
we
gonna
will
be
see you on
great.
Sunday.
That's going to be
Yes.
crazy.
And we're also going to be doing little lives each night to show you what the students have done in class, and I'm sure they're going to tell you what a wonderful time they've had, and by the sounds of things they're all going to be meeting up again very soon.
Yes.
So big thank you everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.